And fade.
Hello.
That's your. So you bust my balls for like 2 minutes about the fade, and you're on your fucking phone when I get the fade right? Are you fucking serious?
You know why I'm on my phone. You always do this
What
thing.
do you mean? I know why you're on your phone.
You always do this thing where you're like, well, hey, you're on your
can't
phone.
even like
Why are
try
you
to
on your
do
phone?
it. You can't go like, oh yeah, all right, everybody, we're here. Successful transition. We're like Caitlyn Jenner over here.
Shut the fuck up. When we're 10 seconds away from starting the show and you suddenly go, oh, hey, the audio is fucked and the audio levels are wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, me, who's proactive, I go, okay, well, I'll just bring up the chat of the show.
Yeah.
And then they can tell us if there's something wrong.
But you did it right during the transition that you were
had
breaking
5
my
minutes
balls
to
for
fix the fucking audio, and you waited until 10 seconds before showtime to announce that you think it's broken.
I'm doing like fucking 10 things at a time over here. At an early time that I didn't want to do because ISOM 2 is getting ripped up right now, and you know I wanted to watch that.
Dick is mad at me because I set the show for 6 o'clock.
You knew what I wanted to. You knew I wanted to see it. You knew I wanted to see it.
Dick wanted me to push wanted us to push the show an hour later so he could watch Ethan Van Sciver's ISOM 2 review.
I can't compete with that.
I know.
He's a master.
He is a master. He's very good at what he does.
He's from Jersey, so everything's like, hey, what are you making trashy comic books? You're making dog shit over here? Huh?
I understand that we're currently up against. He's probably got what, like 3,000 people watching.
He's probably got 5,000.
Why are you even bringing it up? We're gonna send everybody here over there.
I don't even care anymore.
Point is, we have
anymore.
a time for the show. People come to rely on a certain time. We can't push it for certain other things.
Somebody's fucking around with my audio. I'm sure of it.
How is the audio, boys? If anybody in the chat, hopefully our voices are.
Well, the problem is you get real animated. I start animated and then stay animated, and you come in like just having sniffed coffee.
Oh, okay. So the fact that my voice has a natural dynamism that people love and are attracted to. How do you say that word?
Dinosaur?
No, like it's dynamic. My voice is dynamic.
Dynamism?
Dynamism. Dynamism. My voice has a natural dynamism. House man. It's all over the place. Sometimes I go all the way up here, and sometimes I come all the way down here. But no matter where I go,
there you go.
I always got my favorite comic book on me. Easom, starring Avery Knox. All right.
I'm gonna go Scotch Earth on your ass.
I forgot about Scotch Earth. That was the other good Eric July shit this week.
What a
we got a lot of Eric July this week, folks. Here on the biggest problem
again.
In
I don't know. I gotta yell at Sean.
Universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe, the only show that ranks every problem in the universe. From saying would to Coach Red Pill thought he could. Escape from Ukraine.
No, he could not.
He could not. Joke's on him. That one was by me. I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito Giswaldi.
Hi, Dick. I'm just really excited to be here.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do
Nailed that transition.
I can't wait to do a show with you.
Me 1, Vito 0. Let's start out keeping
we're keeping score?
Here, yeah.
We need more leaderboards on the show that already has a leaderboard.
How about that Chickening Out by Eric July?
Wow.
Whew, bitching out big time.
Wow.
Chicken.
I was all excited. I was like, wow, this Alex Stein and Alex Stein's producer, who I've talked to because I've been on the Alex Stein show. I actually DM'd a little with him afterwards after this incident.
Oh, he told his Alex Stein's mom on him.
Yeah,
he told the Blaze management.
he
told the Blaze management.
Eric July went to the Blaze and he said, I feel like Alex and his producer are bullying me. Oh.
He made him take the fall for him. And then made Alex not retaliate because Alex doesn't want to lose his job. And then he called Alex Stein a clown show and a minstrel show.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to go on that minstrel show.
I think he meant minstrel show.
I feel bad. I don't know if I should feel bad for Alex Stein. I mean, he's trapped. He's trapped.
Trapped by money. He's under a big yoke of money. They slapped on him. Can't make fun of Eric July even though he's the fucking lamest dick brain loser there is.
Yeah.
Lame piece of shit.
I mean,
everybody wants to be friends with him still. Duh.
Yeah,
like the audience doesn't know.
Everybody coming out of the woodwork to need to defend Eric at every turn. It's like, why don't you let the grown man fight his own fucking battles?
Let's fuck with him.
We think his comic sucks. He goes, it's actually industry standard to trace over 3D assets. That's very exciting and dynamic for people.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw George Alexopoulos giving people a lecture on.
Oh, what a disappointment that guy turned out to be. Oh, I got a comic to sell. Better sew my lips like human centipede style onto Eric July's asshole. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not in this, like...
I'm the only honest conservative, as it turns out.
I was going to say, it kind of sucks. Like, for me, I can just say, well, all these guys are liars and snakes and assholes.
Yep.
So it's not a disappointment to me when they lie and cheat and suck on Eric July's taint. To you...
Big disappointment.
Yeah, it's an actual disappointment where you're like, oh, I kind of liked that guy. But it turns out everybody on your side is just like, well, maybe I can get some of those dumpster dollars falling out of the Rippaverse.
Call it desperation. Desperate for money.
Why?
That's why Maddox never put ads on his website.
Yeah.
He didn't want to become that. He didn't want to become beholden to the money that these guys are.
These guys, they're already making money. I don't know. I get, but it is just a club. It's a club. You got to be part of the club.
Yeah.
It's like you said. You're like, Vito, why do you pick fights with everybody? I'm like, because I hate all these people. I don't want to be in their fucking club.
Well,
they drive me nuts.
I mean, you.
And I wouldn't be let into the club for the same reason, but
pedo stuff. Yeah.
It's not pedo stuff. All right, they didn't let me. Whatever. It's a whole thing.
All right, let's do
pedo stuff. Fuck you.
Live service video games.
I win. I brought in a problem to rile up the gamers.
I thought about that all week. That game.
Would you? Oh, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and how pissed off I was.
Some people were giving me shit. I don't know if I'm stepping on any comments you brought in, but they're like, well, Vito, you're the problem because you said you're still going to play it. I'm going to play it when it's, like, in the bargain bin, you know? I'm not going to run out and buy it.
No, why? Why play it?
Because I want the story from, I like the Arkham stuff, and apparently the story's good.
Man, can't you just not play it or, like...
It's going to be, like, $10. I just wait. It's the same with Spider-Man. I'm finally playing Spider-Man. I waited for it to be $20. And it sucks. I fucking hate it. I don't even know why I'm playing it.
Stop playing this shit. Stop. Did you Did you set the a gay couple to prom?
No, because that's in the new one that I gotta wait. I'm not paying $60 for that one.
Oh, you're playing another game that sucks?
I'm playing the previous Spider-Man that sucks.
Oh wow, buddy.
There's all these sequences where you're like, man, I can't wait to swing around as Spider-Man. And they're like, well, how would you like to be Mary Jane sneaking around a warehouse? And
Play
I'm
with
like,
my tits.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now I gotta run around and I gotta be sneaky Mary Jane. It sucks.
Okay. My thing is all messed up here. I don't know what's going on.
Am I peeking at all? Do I sound okay?
I don't know, man. This thing is fucked. I'm just gonna close it. I don't want to.
Oh, I have glasses on. Somebody wants to take those off.
All right. There you go. Where were you looking? Where were you looking this whole time?
That wasn't on the screen.
Where were you on that one, buddy?
Can we get why don't we get a second monitor? One that just.
What's we? What do you mean we?
We.
What do you want me to
show.
do? Deck the place out with fucking monitors so you can obsessively watch them?
I'm not going to obsessively watch them. You have one right back here. Why don't you have this one just
can't
show the
see
show so we don't accidentally do 30 minutes of the show with fucking stupid glasses, a glasses joke from 2 episodes ago.
Who gives a
Just
fuck?
on the
Everyone's
screen.
watching the ISOM 2 review anyway.
You're right.
No one gives a
All
shit.
right, let's not even do this episode. All right, show's canceled because Dick wants to go watch the fucking ISOM review. All right, just shut up.
Now I gotta see it like rerun like everybody else.
Oh, whatever.
Live service video games. Okay. Wood came in second. Didn't get very many votes. Too many Asians at Costco. That was
a great problem, and that should be way higher.
Outrageous. It was funny, but it was a terrible problem.
I don't know why people didn't understand it. They're like, I don't get it. What's the problem? The problem is you can't go to Costco. I made that very clear. You can't get in there.
Well, on the other hand, who would you rather have there? If I'm going to pick,
well, that's
this
a whole
place is
other
crammed
fucking.
With, survey says.
Look,
Asians. 100 out of 100 people surveyed said they'd rather have.
Who would you rather have in the Costco? How do you still not have the Family Feud music queued up? Because that is just gold.
I do actually.
Do you now?
Yeah.
All right, top 5 answers on the board. Who would you rather see in the Costco? Asians, number 1 answer.
Bang. I need a ding.
Yeah, you
sound.
need the dings.
And bang.
That's a good bit. I like that bit.
Abandoning American citizens abroad was dead last.
Dead last in the negatives. Everyone is happy that Coach Red Pill is dead, and he probably deserves it for fucking around.
Well, he definitely deserves it. He's an idiot. But, you know.
The first time he got arrested, and then they go, okay.
Look at this. Why is it all slow? Look at the way it's dragging. What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. It's
Something's
YouTube.
going on here today, man. Something's going on here.
Well, we got a great show.
Sergeant Surge says, can we all take a second to thank Nina Infinity for this timeline? Yes, thank you, Nina.
Thank you, Nina.
There's
There's a lot of timeline points.
inflection points.
Well, I brought up the point. I'm like, you know, when you did your review,
Yeah.
all Eric had to do was go, well, I don't agree with the man, but you know, we're always trying to get better here at the Rippaverse, and I thank him for taking, you know, interest in our project.
You should have called me the F-Slayer.
Yeah, I mean that's
Instead of like all this jibber jabber danceroo. He said, fuck,
Yeah.
Dick Masterson's an F. Like,
He's a
just said
fucking-
it
yeah.
on his channel.
He's a
They wouldn't
fucking
abandon
F-Slayer.
for that.
No.
They hate me at YouTube.
So there's a lot of better ways to handle it.
Either one or the other.
The problem was that your criticism was valid, and that's what drove him. That's what drove him insane. And he's like, I don't have to listen to anything Dick said. And then Ethan was like, well, you should listen to some of what he said, which was Ethan's way of wanting to be like, this is shit I've kind of said to you in private or like tried to bring up without, you know, massaging your ego. But Dick's just giving it to you straight, and maybe you should listen to some of it. And he's like, no, he's wrong. It comes from a place of anger or whatever. And he's like, all right, man. Fascinating.
Yeah, American. Okay. Captain Cheese says Vito has a lot of race-based problems. Next bonus episode should be the bigot problem in the universe. So he can let all the hatred out. What do you think about that?
Well, don't forget about our bonus episode, Biggest Problem in Black History Month. We did that one last year.
Let's
People
keep
were
track
asking-
of how long you go, but without bringing in a race problem.
I don't bring in a lot
So
of
far,
race
it's
problems.
0.
Hold on.
You do, though.
No, I don't.
I don't think you could go past 2 episodes. I don't think you could go.
I
get
do
3.
not bring in that many race problems.
I guess we'll see.
There are a lot of Asians at the Costco. I had stats.
Stats is the foundation of racism. Let me clue you in on something.
Look, I observe things, okay? I'm an observer.
You've noticed things.
I've noticed
Yeah, the
things.
noticing.
The noticing is a problem.
Noticing has spilled over onto
You
liberals,
I'm
and they don't know how to
waiting in
handle
line
it.
to get my Costco hot dog, and I go, wow, there's a lot of Asian guys getting hot dogs.
Remembering the
right now.
moment of your incepted racism is a huge racial,
whatever.
racist rebirthing moment. Evan G says, I got worried last time when I heard Vito got only 3 hours of sleep because last time he did that, he cried on air.
Yeah, no, I saved the crying for after the show.
Did you really?
Yeah, once I got in my car. Most shows, I go to my car to cry afterwards. I go, what am I doing? How'd I hook up with this lunatic who bullies me for getting a working mouse and decent pens?
Bullies.
Bullies.
You've seen me bullying. What you're getting is
I
nothing.
watched Maddox stream, and he said that I am being bullied and manipulated by you, and frankly,
Those aren't
I
the
think
same.
there's a lot of truth to that. Maddox said, Maddox is like, I just think he's falling in with a bad guy. Did he do a second Q&A?
No, he didn't.
Did he realize, like, it's a really stupid idea?
Maybe he realized
just
he's
full
been
of trolls?
trying to be doing live stuff for 10 years and it's not working.
Yeah.
But somehow I doubt it. Gamma AKF says Ethan Van Sciver was still so nice that he said we should at least make it to book 3 before we give up on ISOM. I thought it was nice of him.
Well, as he said, we got to see how it wraps. How do you tie this up?
That dumb bitch that they have at the Rippaverse who is there
Caro?
like no, not Caro. She's fine.
Okay.
Their customer relations.
Kara,
the one that
Yeah.
got fired for like a trans tweet she
Yeah.
made or something. She
Well,
was
I went, hey, that sucks, but you're selling video games. Do you know who's buying video
fucking
games?
mouth shut.
It's a bunch of furries and trans kids and whatever else.
Can you believe I got fired? Yeah, can you believe that Colin Kaepernick got fired? Wow, me either. I can't fucking. I'm so dumb. I can't believe that.
I've worked in the video game industry. Okay, if you say something about trans people, you go, well, you're not allowed to work here because like half of us are trans.
Elon, I need to sue these guys. I got fired. Fuck off. Follow you. Just fuck off.
Yeah.
She's telling people they can't get their money back for the 3D assets. And she's like on there arguing with them. She's like, "There's no refunds after 48 hours." Like, 48 hours? That's not very long.
I feel like I should get a year to discover the trickery that you've employed against me. You tricked me into buying a 3D fucking render gallery.
Why are you arguing with this motherfucker? He's clearly a fan of mine.
Yeah, he's
fucking with you.
He's definitely trolling you. Well, they're not too
Great
bright.
community managing, idiot.
They're not too bright at the Rippaverse.
Lieutenant Fluffy says, holy shit, Vito's observation was hilarious. Richard was a theater kid, and he got oddly defensive when Vito wanted more live shows. Reminder, this would have been a super chat if Vito had weighed in.
Oh, okay. So even though I was right, I have to be
People are punishing you because you're not
punished.
weighing in.
Well, I brought in a comment on that same topic.
What?
Well,
What?
Because, okay, we were arguing about whether or not we need to do more live shows or not.
Okay, need already. You're framing it.
Look, I understand. A lot of people are like, I want the live shows to be special. I get it. Okay, we don't have to do one all the time. I think they still would be special.
Well, you said you wanted 20 people outside of like a Arby's in a parking lot.
Maybe
to
I'll
listening to you do stand-up.
And then I acquiesced that I do have stand-up. I have some new jokes I wrote.
What are they?
I got one about
Is one about Satan?
Well,
is one about Satanic Panic?
No, it's actually,
I bet it is.
It's actually about Asian people, so but I'll save that for you. It's a good Asian joke that I wrote. And then there's actually, you know what sucks though? There's a stand-up night like literally in my neighborhood, like a block from me.
Huh.
I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Wow.
I could go and I could try out my jokes and I could meet comedians. It's every Friday. And I'm like, oh.
After the show, go there.
I don't know how late
they're done
it goes.
doing stand-up
I
and
don't
doing
know.
cocaine by
I got to see what
9
times
o'clock?
they do it. Maybe I'll swing by. I assume they're, I don't know. I don't know
Okay,
how
so
late
you're going
they
to be
do it.
doing stand-up there.
Yeah, people can come by. That can be my maybe I'll be running the show pretty soon.
Okay.
Anyway, as special ed class said on YouTube, Dick is a sad, uncreative, lazy alcoholic who is ruined by a little list and can't do his crap improv routines anymore. Sad. Vito is right. Do live shows. You aren't better than them. You make a lazy internet show drunk. Do live shows.
Can you ban the term alcoholic and
Lazy?
no?
Uncreative?
I want lazy. Usually people are referring to you.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
alcoholic. Ban
Okay.
alcoholic.
Anybody who
from the
puts
channel.
alcoholic in there.
Yeah.
I think we should look at when we did the last live show. I think
Feels
it's been
like
a while.
yesterday.
It feels like yesterday, but time's arrow moves swiftly, and I think we're due.
Alexa Dame says, "You know what, Vito? I'm starting to like you. You're like the Italian version of Nick Fuentes. You even brought stats to the Asian. Yeah.
My racism is cheeky and fun, and Nick Fuentes' racism is also kind of cheeky and fun.
His
so
is hilarious."
what are you gonna do?
Keith Philbeck says Vito has this idea that he's worth having kids with so that he can have an army to do the things he's already too lazy to do. Baffling because of how obviously unlikely this is to ever occur without him literally paying for a surrogate child. I don't know about that. Which he'd
I could
never be
trick a
approved
lady
of
and-
as a single guy.
Yeah.
You can be okay.
I don't know how. I actually read that comment and I was like, I don't know how hard it is for a single guy to get approved for surrogacy. I don't think they care though.
Women, it's
Yeah.
pretty cheap, like a couple drinks.
Well, you have to go through some sort of agency, but I assume they just want money. Well, Dick,
the agency of no.
does that bring me to one of my favorite segments?
Yes.
Well, then I think the audience should hear these 3 words. Vote it up.
You just gotta vote it up, or you're letting Vito down. Even if he breaks the scale, you must vote now.
God damn it.
You just must listen to me, or I'll kill your family. Vote it up, the biggest problem. Not show now.
Vote it up,
Reverend
folks.
Scott. Wow.
Fantastic.
What are the odds of
stinger.
you getting on the scale today?
Reverend Scott.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, we
Outlook.
only got 750 people watching. What's the
So if we
point
get
of that?
1,000, you'll do it?
No, I didn't say
1,500?
that.
What will you get?
I'm not getting on the scale. This
Should
is
we
not,
guess your weight?
This is not the segment. The segment is not guess your weight, fun time. The segment is vote it up. A segment where we revisit past problems
Yeah.
and perhaps put them in a new context. Dick, you did bring up the topic of Satanic Panic,
Oh, yeah.
which is back on the news. This is a problem from episode 77. Well, as you may have seen, Has Been Hotel, a new animated cartoon show from Amazon, has become the center of controversy as it draws criticism from Christian groups for its fictionalized portrayals of Lucifer. The show
Was
follows
it fictionalized? I thought that was real.
it is definitely an original take on the Bible,
Does he
which
not
you're
do those things?
apparently not allowed to do. The Bible is apparently Some people are treating it as a historical event. They're like, no, Lucifer actually did this or whatever else.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They even made the angels real for you guys, like spinny wheels.
Yeah, they made the cool spinny wheel angels. Look, I understand that for people who haven't seen this show, it's clearly an art school kid gay fantasy about little animal people running around hell or whatever. Okay, I get it. It looks hella gay. But, it's not for you. It's for the fanciful art house kids. I get it. They like this shit.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of singing and dancing.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, apparently it's like very. A lot of people were mad because it was actually created by a YouTuber. Did you know that?
No.
So she's an animator. She had a big YouTube channel, lady. Yes. She's always the subject of a lot of controversy, though. And people were mad that she didn't use the same voice actors that were used in the original.
She sold
YouTube.
them out.
She sold them out.
Oh, that's dirty.
I was like, that is
That's
dirty.
dirty.
But then they said,
Bitch.
well, the reason is that it has kind of morphed into more of a musical show.
They couldn't
So they
sing?
got actual Broadway performers to be the voice actors.
Oh, God. So they're mad at the Satan part and not about
They should
all
be mad
this
about the
shit.
singing and the.
Yeah. Okay.
Point is, let the gay, weird kids make their stupid, fanciful cartoons. They're having fun. God, can you guys get over but it says that Satan was a good guy and heaven is the bad guys. I'm like, who
Yeah,
cares?
Satan thinks he is a good guy.
Yeah.
You guys not
Satan would
understand
definitely
that?
believe that.
He's definitely... Satan's not in hell going, oh, man, I really fucked up.
I had to see
Saying,
everyone.
oh, that was a good plan.
I was actually surprised that Tim Pool had a good take, though. He was like, well, it's like fiction. And I'm like, yeah, it's fiction. Why are we coming down?
I'm just going to be in hell with all these guys, Matt Walsh, and he's going to be like, you're having too much fun. You better be suffering more. I'm like, man, we're already fucking in hell. What are you talking about?
It's so.
Don't worry about it.
Again, it's one of these situations
Relax.
where I'm like, what am I supposed to do on a planet where a bunch of people believe there's magic?
I'd like to see him make a show about Islam. Well, no, man, because those people behave really poorly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know why you're
It's a knock on
weirdly invoking Islam's
That's a good
I should be
point.
grateful that
Yeah.
you're not like that. I already don't like that.
It's a very
I
good
am
point.
grateful.
Christians should be very happy when fiction is poking fun at them because it's saying you're a more advanced people.
We like you more.
Yeah.
We like
know
you. That's
can
why
take
we're
a
making
joke.
fun of this.
We know you're not going to go crazy and cut off somebody's head because of it. That's a good thing for Christians.
It's a good, that's called tolerance and acceptance.
That's honestly the best part about you guys is that you let us dunk on Jesus and you don't murder all of us about it. Anyway, Satanic Panic is currently number 436. Feels like it should be higher. Only 72 upvotes.
That's it?
I think we got a lot of
Bunch of Bible thumpers
Christ
in this
children
audience.
in the audience who believe Satan is truly taking down the world. Well, Dick, that brings me to my second voted up,
Okay.
which is a little something I call Boycott of the Week.
Shit.
Boycott of the week.
Well, Dick, we've had a lot of boycotts going on right now as relating to the state of Israel and Gaza continuing their war. Currently, dozens of companies find themselves at the center of controversy as consumers and advocacy groups express concerns over these companies' perceived support for Israel. A new viral video from the children of Gaza is letting shoppers know which companies they should avoid, and I have brought that in to help educate our audience.
The kids are telling me where to
The
shop?
kids are going to let you know.
Oh, you can
And how can
go-
you say no to a sad Palestinian child?
You can go fuck yourself.
Hold
Telling
on,
me
hold
what to do
on.
with
Well,
my
let's
money,
see
little-
which companies
little brats.
we have to avoid.
Fucking assholes.
Hold on. You haven't even said
all right,
anything.
all right.
All right, so we're starting off Starbucks, okay. Oh, KFC. Oh, come on. McDonald's. Oh, Doritos. Come on. Pringles I can deal with. I can deal with that. Soap, fine. No more Nutella. Oh, my. Pepsi Cola. Come on. Coca-Cola and Pepsi. What the fuck am I going to drink? Nike, okay, that's fine. What the fuck
What
is
the
that?
fuck was that juice? Buenos.
Buenos, macadamia nuts, Cadbury, Snickers. I'll give up the Snickers.
Nivea yogurt?
Boycott. There you go. Those are the
Yeah.
the children of Gaza are imploring you
Look at this lazy motherfucker. He didn't even pick it up. We gave him the best one. All right, buddy. All right, Jamal, you got Coke. You better not fuck up. All right. You look the darkest. So it's really going to these Americans, they love black people.
Brown children.
They don't know, really. Once you get a certain level of dark, they're just like, oh, it's George Floyd? I don't know. So you're doing Coke. Whatever, man. Fuck you.
Jamal did not take the assignment seriously.
You fucked up, dude.
He's too busy focused on his cool bike.
Where'd they get all these BMX bikes?
I don't know, man. Everybody in Palestine's just riding around having fun.
Wow, this is a big fuck up for Gaza.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll take McDonald's. America's taking McDonald's over our own kids.
Yeah.
So you guys can eat shit. They got the guy from Sandlot here that raped
That looks
the
like
lifeguard.
I was gonna say, how is this a Palestinian
What is this clown
kid?
doing?
How did he sneak in? That's a
Buddy,
child
look
actor.
at the camera. Don't fucking look at the director. Look at the camera. Don't you know?
You're right.
This is the best take they got out of you kids. What is this guy doing? He thinks he's at a soccer game holding it above his head.
This was like a one shot and done, huh?
What the fuck is this? Metamucil?
One take, Charlie. It looks like tea. Is that a jug of tea?
Get him a hat or something. Fucking Charlie Chan here.
They got them all. They all got them all safety vests.
All right,
what
bud,
was
we
that
gotta
about?
see the face. Come on. Do it again. Do
no
it
more
right.
Bueno bars.
He was looking to make sure he didn't hold it upside down.
The kids aren't even enunciating either. I don't even know what they're saying.
All right, kids. Have you ever heard a cat throw up? That's what we want out of you. It's going to America, so you got to make it nice and guttural. They fucking love it there.
Well, guys, point is, if you're looking to support the state of Gaza, pay attention to these children and their poignant message.
Okay.
Boycott of the Week, currently number 84 with 491 upvotes. Don't forget.
Of the week.
Is that all for...
Vote it up.
You just gotta vote it up, or you're letting Vito down. Even if he breaks the scale, you must vote now. You just must listen to me, or to your family. Vote it up, the biggest problem. Now show now.
Here's a bit I have. It's called what I wanted to get a theme song for it, but I didn't get it.
Okay.
It's called "What the Fuck Is Eric July Saying Here?"
Maybe we can come up with one.
Did you hear?
What the fuck?
Too many jingles.
All right. Too many jingles.
What is
No,
he
it's
saying
never enough
here?
jingles. Hold on. I have to fight you on that. Everything needs a jingle.
What is he saying here?
Okay. Do you want me to try to read it?
Okay, here, I got the jingle. It's, once, Eric July says, once of the things I've learned is you have to accept others' '*s intentions for what it is.
For what it is.
That's the name of the thing. I've spoke about this.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not going Scotch Earth is due to business and what you're mentioning.
What is
What the
Eric
fuck
July
is Eric
saying
July
with this
saying
statement?
With this statement. Okay, Scotch Earth.
You know, he said Scotch Earth twice. It's not so. There's no way that it's just like.
Does he really think
I think he actually
thinks
because somebody looked it up and they're like, he said it twice because he said it again before like 2 weeks ago. And Eric July, as Ethan has pointed out, is the kind of guy who will hear a word or a term and just start using it instinctively.
I'm going Scotch Earth.
Yeah, so I think
He's
somebody
like the Black Big Lebowski.
somebody must have used the term scorched earth around him.
Or Scorch Earth. And he heard
scorched
Scotch Earth.
And somehow he heard Scotch Earth. And the other thing is, I want to like say, okay, well, maybe it's like a text-to-speech error or whatever, but he has Twitter Blue, so he can edit his tweets whenever he wants. So anytime I tweet something,
he doesn't use
I read it again.
speech to text,
and
does he?
I don't know, but
I've spoke about this. The only reason I'm not going Scotch Earth is due to business.
But even your text-to-speech, doesn't it kind of know phrases? If you say
of course.
Scotch Earth, it would go, oh, well, clearly
Let
he's
me see
saying
if I can even
Scorched
make
Earth.
it say Scotch Earth.
I bet you can make it say Scotch Earth if you really enunciate. But he hasn't.
The only reason I ain't going Scotch Earth on these motherfuckers is because of business. Okay, yeah. That's
Scotch Earth happened.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just his particular African-American vernacular, which the racist phone companies are not attuning for.
All right. It's your problem first.
It's my problem. Okay, well, Dick, my problem is one of my classic alliterations here. I'm calling it derivative doofuses. These are people who complain about things. And what are they complaining about right now? Well, there's a new video game that just came out. I actually just...
You ended last show on a video game problem.
This is not a video game problem.
And now
It
you've
is
picked up on a
related
video
to
game.
all sorts of media problems. Okay, this is just one example.
All right.
Media.
Yeah.
And I should have brought up some tweets, and maybe I can bring it. Maybe not. Okay, so there's a new video game. It's called Pal World. It's a world of pals. Okay, and it's like an open world Pokemon game.
Okay.
Online multiplayer. You catch little buddies. You put them to work in your farms.
Catch Pokemon.
You catch Pokemon.
Okay.
It's a little more mature.
Or do they
maybe.
catch themselves and sell them to you?
The
and then
Pokemon
you-
catch themselves.
And then they sail over to your farm and you buy them.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think you catch them.
Okay.
And also you have a gun.
Cut out the middleman.
Cut out the middleman.
All right.
So it looks fun. It's getting great reviews. It's in early access. I actually just bought it, and maybe I'll be streaming it after the show when I get home. Looking
You
forward
gonna be laying
to
in
it.
bed like you were last
Yeah,
time?
have you seen my bed streams? They're going great.
I heard people complaining about it.
About what? How? Why?
You laying in bed. They're very disturbed by you laying in bed while you're playing video games.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, that's...
Usually
Usually that's a reason for something to be disturbing. It's comfortable. Yeah, well...
I got a monitor mount next to my bed so it like folds in, and then I can pull it out and I can see the chat while I'm lying in bed. But that's a story for another day.
Are people watching that shit?
Well, I don't have a camera set up.
Oh,
I'm worried the
okay.
second they have the camera and they're like, am I just watching a fat guy lie in bed and play video games? But that way I can like stream and it's just comfortable. I can stream for like more time. We're getting off topic. Point is, Pal World is out, and I'm seeing...
Is this an ad for Pal World?
This is not an ad for Pal World. Go to my Twitter real quick. I think I retweeted a tweet about this. People are complaining and saying, well, this is just derivative. This is a ripoff of Pokemon. And a bunch of internet
gives a
autistic
shit?
kids. Well, that's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, who gives a shit about this stupid game, Pal World? What the fuck do you have on your Twitter?
Look what's on his fucking laptop.
Oh, so jacking off.
I hope I don't jack off.
All right, where is it?
All right, I'll find
This
it.
Pal World?
No, hold on. Wait. Was that it?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think people understand Pal World. This is what you're using your win for? Is
Yeah,
there
here we go.
a
here we
video
go, this
game?
one. All right. Can you bring that up?
Yeah.
This is what they're mad about. This is what they're complaining about. Okay, so on the left is a Pokemon character. On the right is a Pal World character. And all these people are going, well, this is an outrage. Look at that tail. Look at the long bunny ears. Clearly that it belongs to Pokemon. They own... I can't believe they would do this.
Kinda like cancer, man. That's a problem.
Well, this
Getting
is...
cancer.
I have more examples, but I'm just saying these people do not...
Pal World, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The problem is that they don't understand. They think this is like copyrightable. They think that if you come up with a bunny character that has feet and ears that runs around, you can catch it. That's like a copyrighted thing.
Is this a big problem, though? These people that cry about Pal World?
Well, it is a problem, yes, because it's people finding stupid reasons to complain about stuff that is actually cool and different.
This is a bad reason to complain about stuff. This is stupid.
What is?
People complaining about Pal World? What
Yeah.
else do you what else? What are your other examples of this?
Well, I was going to say that what people don't understand, okay, these people who come out and they say this is a ripoff of that and this is derivative of this.
Okay. Derivative. Okay, yeah.
Derivation, okay?
okay.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, people don't understand that all ideas come from existing ideas. Pokemon is 25 fucking years old. Obviously, the people who grew up with Pokemon are going to start taking and borrowing from things
it's clearly
they
ripped
like.
off.
But it doesn't matter because they can't copyright that. So it's like,
Yeah, but it sucks. It's obviously ripped off.
Okay, Omni-Man is just Superman. Who cares?
Not really.
Yes.
No, first of all, he has a fucking mustache.
Were you gonna say he's an alien? Were you
He's
gonna say he's an
fucking
alien?
Superman with a fucking mustache.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I was saying, first of all, he's a dick, but better than that, he has a fucking mustache. How is that similar at all?
So if I put a mustache-
date a woman and say, I'm going to fuck
Yeah,
a mustache and see
okay.
how similar she thinks you are.
So if I put mustaches on all the Pokemon,
totally
it's
different
okay.
guy. Totally different different guy.
If I do Pikachu with a mustache, I got a new character.
What is when I say the following word? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Disguise. It was mustache, and you didn't want to say
mustache.
it. It was mustache and glasses.
I don't think that's correct.
That's a fucking clear ripoff.
It's not a clear ripoff. It's a different
It even
thing.
has gay little things on his pants and fucking tips on his feet. That's a total ripoff.
It doesn't matter. Okay, look, it's clearly
This
inspired
is
by.
bullshit.
It's not bullshit. You can take inspiration from a 25-year-old franchise that every child in America grew up with. That makes perfect sense. Okay? Things are supposed to take from other things, and because we live in a fucking terminally online
It's just a palette swap.
fucking generation of autistic morons, they go, well, I can see that this came from this and blah, blah, blah. It does not matter. That's everything.
Are you pissed that people are calling Super Killer a ripoff?
And we're going to get into that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Super Killer's what? The Boys?
It's not they call it The Boys.
It's The Boys, except I don't have to pay Amazon Extra to ship me episodes of The Boys. That's the That's the difference.
I've had people tell me that my exciting comic book Super Killer is a horrible ripoff.
Look at what you've done to this paper.
Whatever. Dick doesn't want me to play with my papers. My
I don't care if you play with it.
My exciting comic book Super Killer, okay, which is a labor of love, obviously.
For the artist.
Okay, for everyone involved.
Are you paying that guy?
Am I paying the artist
Well,
for my
Yellow Flash
comic?
isn't paying his artist.
I know.
So,
I am paying.
And his house burned down. He's living in a fucking dumpster with his family. He didn't even have Christmas. Can you believe that?
Not only am I paying my artist, but I've told him multiple times, if you ever need an advance to cover any sort of thing that's going on in your life, please let me know. I do not want
What's his email? I'm going to tell him to
No, I'm not going to give you his email. Leave him the fuck
hit
alone.
Vito up for some cash.
I already
man.
have those weirdos who are like, I'm gonna research Vito's artist and blah, and I'm like, can you just leave him alone? Will you just let him draw the comic? You fucking psychopaths, okay?
Because you took too long between announcing it and then it coming out, if it even does.
It's not too long. It's a perfectly reasonable amount of time. If Ethan Van Sciver gets whatever it is, 2.5.
December would have been reasonable.
Ethan got, what, 2.5 years to make his Rainbow Brute,
Yeah, but
okay?
he's
Everybody
made
loves
like
him.
50 comics or 1,000 comics or
And
something.
they were late before. All his comics have been late. My
made
comic is not even...
non-comics.
My comic
Zippo.
is barely late, okay? And it's not actually... Okay.
It's 10% late.
It's not late
Isn't
at
it?
all.
When did you announce it? Like a year ago?
It's perfectly fine.
Ooh,
It's
1
on
out of
time.
12. That's about 8% late.
When are we getting the silly pants skating routine?
Any day now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that book you're working on?
I'm never writing a book.
Oh, well, you already wrote one book.
That's enough.
Anyway, as I've been told, my book is a ripoff of The Boys. It's a ripoff of Kick-Ass. It's a ripoff of Wanted, a comic book which I think I read like 1,000,000 years ago. It's also a ripoff of Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, a comic I have not read.
It's mostly a ripoff of Rick and Morty, though, because it's like
There's a lot of that.
another dimension and stuff. Yeah.
I think there's some obvious...
A butt dimension.
It's not going to be a butt
Phones
dimension.
are calling pizza stores, delivering humans.
Those are the good seasons. You can't call it shit on those seasons. Those are some of the fun ones. I did see that ladies have been writing all that show, and the new season was not that good. Point is, look, yes, my comic draws inspiration from things that I have enjoyed across my lifetime. I have said up front what many of the inspirations are. You don't have to tell me that my comic is derivative of other things. I know that because
This will
I
probably
create
stop it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? Anyone who makes shit will tell you. Okay, let's put it this way. What has
Man.
Eric July ever said what he was inspired by to make ISOM? No. 'Cause
Money.
He's inspired by money and his desire to own a forklift, and that's it.
You better watch out with all this inspired by shit.
Why? Because I'm going to get sued
It's
for
just getting
ripping
a little
off
bit
shit?
too much. You gotta start wearing a scarf and little glasses and a beret and talk about what an artiste you are. Like
All
Ben
your
Stopples.
favorite shit was ripped off of something else. Batman is Zorro plus Sherlock Holmes. That's it. And then he dresses as a bat. Okay? Star Wars is just the movie The Hidden Fortress from Kurosawa with a little Flash Gordon mixed in there. Okay? Again, Omni-Man is just Superman
Jared is just
with a
Jimmy
must.
Seville.
Sure.
Yeah, or Seville.
It's just
whatever it
updated
is.
for a new generation, and
Yeah.
he sells sandwiches this time. Why not? Okay, you guys like cyberpunk shit? You play that cyberpunk video game? You like watching whatever? It's
Who are you
all Blade
lecturing?
Runner. It's
Who are
all
you
Blade Runner.
lecturing?
All of these people who
They don't
are
give a
making.
fuck.
You can take this Pokemon shit off the screen, by the way.
It's the same thing. It's obviously a ripoff.
I saw them make a tweet, and they're like, the reason we have to take a stand against this is because if we allow them to steal from Pokemon, next thing you know, they're going to be stealing from us. Which is, again, that fucking thing of Bo Black said, where he's like, oh, I can't give out my ideas because someone's going to steal them. Okay, yes, if you create a fucking genre-expanding fucking phenomenon like Pokemon, people are going to steal from it. But most of you are retards and morons and will never make anything of value in your life, so stop worrying about other people stealing Pokemon, because then they might steal your fucking Pokemon. That's probably not... There's no chance it's going to happen. The fact that you're arguing about it on Twitter already tells me that you're probably not making anything of value that anyone would ever want to steal. Okay? Because if you don't understand that your own ideas are derivative of other ideas as well, then you're probably making shit. Everything good comes from something else. Okay? That's it.
On like a scale of 10, like how much do you feel like you represent like artistry and creativity?
I'd say I'm one of the greatest living writers
That's what it sounds like.
in America. I think we
Creators.
all know that.
Creators or writers? Creators?
I'm going to say writer sounds better.
If you had to rank you, Kanye,
Yeah.
and Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Tolkien. Yeah.
Tolkien. How would you rank the three of you?
Kanye, number 1. Me, number 2. Tolkien, number 3.
Because you only wrote the one, the elves thing.
What
Dumb.
if there was elves?
Yeah, okay.
What if they all came from a magic land?
I mean, that's obviously a ripoff, though, your example.
No, it isn't. They look different. And it's fine if they're... Look, again, when Superman first came out, do you think that
like a
all the
ripoff.
superhero characters didn't just look like Superman? The point is that they were inspired, and then you start having permutations and whatever
Yeah,
else.
but he's just like a guy. This is like a gay mouse with like a, flares and stuff all over.
If you make one of the
That doesn't exist
Pokemon is one of
anywhere
the
else.
top 20 franchises of all time. The fact that we don't have endless clones, which we do have endless clones.
what if there was like a
we
Vito
have,
Chew,
Yeah,
Vito
maybe there should
Pikachu?
be. I should be making a Pokemon, okay? Because it's fucking everybody should be making it. I got in trouble because one time I made a video. You know how everybody always makes like fan video games where they're like, I made my own Pokemon. It's
Yeah.
called Pokemon Butt version. And blah.
Okay.
And I'm like, don't do that. Stop wasting your time. Just go make your own idea. That is, have you seen this new Castlevania game?
No.
Do you want to see a video game?
I know. I don't want to see a video game.
Okay, but instead of making do you like Castlevania? You know those games?
Not really. It's like too slow. It's
Okay,
like,
whatever.
oh.
I like the Castlevania games a lot, and there's a studio, and they're making a game, and it's called The Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest.
Okay. Ripoff, obviously.
Yeah, obvious ripoff.
Okay.
But it's Dracula. That's public domain. They can just do that. You don't have to make fucking your own
Man, you
little
gotta like
Pokemons.
unplug from this shit or you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna like start seeing only in terms of like these online arguments about retarded shit, like who ripped off what mouse,
Right.
and this like everything's a remix shit.
I just
fuck is
think
this?
that we should celebrate. Wait, who's calling?
Hello?
You got me all worried for a second. I just think that we have a generation that is all precious about protecting their Pokemon.
I mean, it's just crazy. It's just
Why
so
are you
lectury.
simping? Why are you
Because
simping
who
for the
gives a
Pokemon?
shit? It's just retards. It's just about your
No,
comic
why-
again.
It's not just about my comic
It's
again.
about fucking like
It's
I
about
know better
people-
than
shut
everybody.
The fuck up, shut the fuck up. It's about people simping for a multinational corporation. They think Nintendo is their best friend.
Yeah.
Which makes no fucking sense. And they're like, we have to protect the sanctity of Pokemon. No, you don't. It has nothing to do with you.
You don't have to argue with every person.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Who are you enlightening? That's what I want to know.
This tweet has 5,000 likes and like
Who gives a shit?
It's got almost 1 million views of people going, I cannot believe that someone would do this to Pokemon. This is horrible.
Yeah, all right.
It's fucking stupid.
Is that it?
Derivative doofuses.
I can't believe that was your problem. Derivative doofuses.
Well, why don't you bring in another dead guy in Ukraine and then we can hear a good problem, huh?
Here's one that people can relate to.
Yeah.
Home repairs. It's not just about
Not
like
our
online.
audience. Nope.
Yes, not your audience.
Oh, your
who's
audience
arguing
is all
about fucking
homeowners?
Pokemon and comic books
You're
all
right.
day.
My audience is trapped forever.
Home repairs.
Okay.
Vito. That's a real problem
Sure.
for real people. Not arguing about cartoon mice.
Just make the landlord pay for it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I do.
I bet you call in all the time. Hey, there's a crack in the wall. I spilled some lemonade.
I spilled some
Can
Mountain
you come
Dew on
replace
the
the
carpet?
carpet? The law says you have to replace the carpet every 18 months if I ask.
I do need to call my landlord. I actually don't bother my landlord at all.
Can you send the guy out to trim the outside?
I think you
don't
ask
go
your
outside.
landlord for stuff. They remember you exist, and then they jack up your rent. I want to
God.
exist in this perfect, nobody remembers I'm there
Never
situation.
fucking ends. I got my gutter fixed, and I went on the roof to see what I just paid $500 for.
Yeah.
And I see that the other gutters on the other side's totally destroyed. I'm like, why didn't you fix? I told them to fix this one, and they're like, well, that will only cost like $100, and our minimum's like $300. So how about we clean everything out and we'll fix it? And I was like, yeah, okay. Here's $300. And then I went up there to see it, and there's a gigantic crack on the other side of the gutter that they cleaned out.
Without telling you.
So you didn't. You knew that there was a limit I couldn't hit. There was a minimum, and you went up there and started cleaning and saw it and said, fuck them.
Yeah.
That was the deal. You just paid us to fix the thing and clean the gutters.
Can you just drop another gutter thing in there?
Now I got to start over. Do it again.
Well, maybe you shouldn't live in a house precariously perched over a shit pit. Maybe that's leading to all your
That's not what
problems.
happens. And that's not how shit breaks. A friend of mine is putting in fixing the lake at their house. They've got like a lakefront.
Oh, that's something everyone can identify with.
Well,
Fixing their lakefront
the guy comes
property.
out. No. The lake's like all mucky and shitty, and he's like, "We got to do something about this." Bring a guy out, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I'll come out. It's my consulting fee is $200 for me to just come out there, and then we'll talk about it."
Jesus Christ! Why did you agree to that?
He will. He complained to me, so I'm sure that's phase one of I'm
Yeah.
doing it is texting me with, "Can you fucking believe this?" Yeah.
Did you get a $200 credit towards fixing the lake? Or it's just $200 to look at a lake and go, yeah, you're fucked.
It's $200 to look at it and go, well, this is what I'll do. I'll dump sand all over it. Like, okay.
Can you just send them some pictures and look at
No,
that?
they will never do that.
Yeah.
They'll never do that.
Yeah. Contractors, huh?
I got some non-racist stats for you. It's not contractors. California home repair jumped up 67% in a decade.
Wow.
Went up 6% last year.
Wow.
You don't even know. You're so busy crying about people crying about comic books. You don't know what
trying to
real
figure out how I'm
problems
going
are.
to fit a Neo Geo machine in my tiny apartment. That's the only home ownership problems
So if you had a home, you wouldn't be able to afford Neo Geo machines.
I know.
Ever.
I know.
$6,000. This will really bake your noodle.
Bake my biscuits.
Roof repairs. $650. $10,000. Fully
Fix a
replace your
roof.
Yeah.
What, like a leaky roof?
Yeah. Water heater. $1,000. Vito. You think about that?
$1,000.
How many
what,
toys
for a
could
new,
you get?
I
Yeah.
know. I could get a lot of cool shit.
You're living the dream.
I am kind of
my
living
friend.
the dream, huh?
Painting exterior, $5,000. Yeah.
How's your? I know you had a problem with your sink.
More money.
What did that cost you?
I don't even want to talk about that one. That one was way too
Oh,
much.
so you brought in the home repair problem, but you're not going to talk about home repair.
Because that one is too much. That one's not fun.
Why was it too much?
$5,000
To fix your
to
sink?
change the
Did they
to
change
change
all
the
the
fucking
pipes?
Yeah,
What kind of pipes you got now?
brand new, whatever is the legal minimum for me to have.
Legal
Sure.
minimum.
PVC
See, that's
pipes,
why you
I
have
don't know.
problems. You got to invest in
You're
success.
lucky. You don't know how good you have it.
Well,
Just being able to call.
You got all that
a
new
father
Maddox. You got all
figure.
that new Maddox money. You can pay for
Not
it.
anymore.
Maddox paid for
Going
those
into my
fucking
fucking
pipes.
pipes
1 month of Maddox shit.
and my gutters.
Handled your dumb pipe bullshit.
All right, what's your next problem?
My problem, Dick. This is one we can all relate to. Driving, huh? You're in your car.
It better be better than this comic shit. This is the first week where we haven't told each other our problems. I would have said
Don't do
another
that.
fucking comic problem.
What do you mean another? Name any other comic problem I've brought in.
Any problem that is I know more about this than these people.
Well, that's every problem.
Well,
because
that's
all you are fucking.
You got to be
stupid
better
as
than
hell.
gay mice if you're gonna do that.
It's not gay mice. It's clearly a EV type situation. You're driving your car. It's nighttime. And you, as a driver, want to help other drivers on the road.
Yeah.
You see someone driving. Could be any sex. Could be any race. Their lights are not on.
Flash your lights
You
at 'em.
flash your
Bop, bop.
lights.
Yeah.
And you go, that's it. That's all I need to do. They don't turn on their lights. You do it again.
You do it again.
Oh, I'm going. I'm flashing. I'm
no,
flashing.
that's too fast. Fuck you.
No, I do it once.
How far away are you noticing that they don't have their
I'll
lights
see them.
on?
I'll see them at like the light. We're both at the light, like across from each other. Like we're both at a stoplight.
Okay.
Up. They don't turn it on.
All right. Well, that's their problem then.
Well, that's my problem, Dick. Is ignored signals. Ignored driving signals. Okay, it's you trying your best to be a responsible motorist and help other people out, and they don't know. Anytime somebody flashes their high beams at me, I know what that means.
Flash yours back at them.
Flash your, well, yeah, make sure your lights are on. That's simple.
Okay.
Okay. Why do we not? Why?
How often does this happen to you?
A lot, all the time.
People don't have their lights on?
People don't have their light on the way over here, and I had already had this problem
I think
ready
you're
to
just
go.
too impatient. Because like even when as soon as I sit down, you're like, "Hey, start the video." I'm like, I got like
Dude, they're
bunch of
driving
stuff
down
to
the
go.
fucking street and their lights aren't on.
So there's a bunch of lights on the street. Who cares?
Okay, another way you might try to alert other motorists of what's going on is by using your horn.
No, never.
What do you mean never?
Never ever use the horn.
I had picked up my meal from the local drive-through salad establishment, and I was stuck trying to get out of the parking lot because there was just, again, a person of an indiscriminate gender and race.
Okay.
And I just little tiny beep beep, you know.
You honked at someone to leave the
Well,
parking lot?
they were in the line for the drive-through, but it was one of these things where the drive-through is wide enough so you're supposed to be all the way to the left if you're in the drive-through, and the right's supposed to be open for other cars to get by, right? They're like smack dab in the middle, okay, with a bunch of room in front of them. And I think they
Are you sure? So two people are supposed to go through the drive-through at the same time?
No, it's that the left lane is the drive-through. The right lane is to like park your car in the parking lot.
Okay.
Okay. And they're blocking the right side because their big old whatever the fuck SUV is just in the middle. And I'm like,
Aren't
well,
they supposed to be reaching the window?
I don't know what you're not getting here.
Well, you're saying drive-through, and you're saying they're like way out of the drive-through.
Yes, they're way out of the drive-through. They should have
Just for fun?
gotten more into the Well,
Okay.
it was wrapped around the building. It was before they reached the menu.
Okay. So they
Okay.
took too big of a turn.
They took too big of a turn, but they had lots of room to pull up. Okay, so I give them a little. Doot-doot. Now, I think they thought stupidly or something that I was like trying to jump the line in the drive-through or something. I'm like, no, I just literally need you to pull up into the drive-through lane so I can go around you on the right. I do it again. I do it a third time. They refuse to move, and I go, okay. Well, there's actually, and this is crazy, there's actually more room on the left than on the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drive around them on the left and then go around the front of their car to exit. So the second I start doing that, and I'm like, right next to them, they lay on their horn like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, you.
So I park in front of them, and I get out of the car, and I go, I'm trying to leave the drive-through.
Why did you park and
You
get out?
Dumb, because I wanted to yell at this dumb bitch. Because I'm like, why are you laying on the horn? You are wrong. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Just let me do this. I've decided to maneuver around you because you refuse to move your fucking car for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's drivers who are not remaining aware. We have these things available to us. We have the horn. We have the little lights, turn signals. I can let people know when people are like honking. They're like, why are you not going straight? And I'm like, well, you can see these things that are on my car. You can see. Do you need me to stick my arm out the window? Do I got to do one of these?
Yeah, you can do that.
So I'm taking a right turn.
What
Is that
happened
gonna help
after you yelled at the lady?
She started recording me.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that?
Oh, I hope.
What are you
going to
do with that? Yeah, I hope so. She's like, I'm going to call the cops. And I'm like, I want you to call the cops and tell them.
What race was she?
She was like Hispanic or something.
Oh, okay.
A Hispanic lady. I was like, you should call the cops.
She turned left in a driveway?
She was trying to turn towards the menu thing, but she left this
give me a
giant
direction.
gap.
And this is, an
I need to
audio show.
I'm going to draw a
Okay,
diagram.
and then I'll describe it.
Okay, this is my car going this way. This is her car.
Well, where's the building?
Hold on. This is the building.
Where's the window?
And the window is over here. So
where's the ordering thing?
So this is the way you would... She would be going around the building like that.
Yeah, but where's the ordering? Where do you order food?
You order right here.
Where's you pick up the food?
On the building. Got the two windows there.
Why are you getting so upset? See what I mean about getting so upset? Okay, so you order at that thing, and then you drive around here.
And you drive around
And where's
here.
the exit to the parking lot?
Okay, so then my car, after I got my food here...
So you were getting food?
Yeah, after I got my food... No.
Where did you order?
I already got it. So I had gotten my food from here, right?
Okay.
From the second window. Now, and here's the street.
Okay, where's the street exit? Where's the exit to the street?
This is the exit to the street.
Okay.
So I'm wrapping around the building, and I want to go out this way. Okay? And I can't because of her giant fucking stupid car, which is in the middle of two lanes.
Yeah.
Am I sure that I couldn't get back? Yes! Because that's why, dude, there was so much room that I was able to maneuver
you did squeeze around
between
her.
Yeah, but between her and the building, which is insane. How is there that much room between her and the building?
There was enough room in front of her and the next person. So you could
there was like nothing there. She just needed to pull up so I could get around her.
Was she waiting in line?
She was waiting for the drive-through. She was like last in line for the drive-through.
How do you know she wasn't just parked there?
Well, I don't know why she would park right in the middle of the fucking
She's
thing.
an idiot.
Okay, yeah, she's an idiot. So when I honk,
you're just honking at a random woman. What if she was just parked there to get her food together?
She wasn't. She was waiting for the drive-through. Okay. I was I was there for like 45 seconds, just like beep beep, beep beep.
Okay.
Point is that ignoring car signals or ignoring. Yeah, that's what I put. Ignored. Car signals, honking, high beams, turn signals—they're all there.
All right, these problems are terrible. This show is probably the worst one we've ever done.
Let's just never do a show again.
I mean, all of this whole not discussing the problems beforehand.
I had a guy.
I don't think it was a good idea.
I had a guy, and he came to fix my gutters.
That was a bad one too.
But he didn't fix my other gutters.
I think I remember having this argument on the first show. The reason to tell them is to think about them beforehand.
But we don't do that.
I do. You don't? You must. Even subconsciously, you must.
I mean, I think about them and that, I'm ready to talk about them.
There you go.
Okay? It's not my fault that I come in, you immediately start shitting on my problem, which was perfectly reasonable.
Look at this shit, man. That's an obvious ripoff. All right, my problem is fast food face grease.
You're right. This is the worst episode.
Yeah, I know. See, it's terrible. All right, let's do voicemails.
Let's do voicemails.
Just terrible, terrible episode.
Well, okay. Here's the thing about the show is I don't know. I thought these were pretty good.
No, it's like it's always rough when it's lecturing other people who aren't there about I'm smarter than you.
Okay,
you blew it.
You blew it. You didn't even. Fast food face grease.
I told you that we should have done it after Ethan Van Sciver's.
Don't pin this on me. This has nothing to do with me. This is a perfectly reasonable show. We had a great voted up segment. I brought in a great video. Thank you.
Good.
That was fun.
The Palestinian kid one, it was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. Okay, we had some great comments. We got some great voicemails.
No, the voicemails are terrible too. Here, watch, listen.
Hey, Dick and Vito. So I usually listen to the podcast with the goss and, just laugh. And
see, it's bad already.
Myself in any way or form. But as of fucking today, that has changed. I fucking have beef with somebody right now.
He's got beef.
So for a living, I make 3D renders
using
SketchUp. But because Eric fucking July decided to derail my entire livelihood and decided to outsource his comics to quote-unquote illustrators in Brazil.
I want to know this.
Effectively making my beloved program a laughingstock. So
he's
as
a
of fucking
SketchUp
today,
artist.
I have dedicated my entire career into 3D modeling and rendering very realistic and disturbingly veiny renders of penises and
Okay,
just
so he's doing
filling
a
his
bit?
entire Twitter post with them.
Okay.
I'm talking about every penis is going to be a different race, different species, even like fantasy creatures that just come up with
like
my
animals.
imagination. So
You can't put
dragon
Alex,
dicks on
for
Twitter.
making my
Yeah, you can.
What?
for making my
You can?
professional career not being taken seriously. You
All
started
right.
I told you. See, horrible. You knew I was going to shut that shit off right away. All right. Then there's.
I got an email. You want an email? Maybe this will be.
No,
No,
it's
hold on.
too- it's too
hold
late.
on. No. I want to really.
Here you go.
If we're doing the worst show ever, I have the perfect.
Next live show, I'm going to fly over from the UK, so please do not let Vito turn it into some bullshit, cheap, scribbling T-shirt selling nonsense. Make it good. Fly over. English day out.
It's gonna be a fucking slam.
Don't worry,
it's gonna be
I-
slam poetry. The
I
next
will not
live
be
show.
talked into doing some shitty live show.
Okay, hold on. You got that audio
can't-
clip I sent you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you were holding out on me?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Don't play it yet.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Episode 123. That was the last episode.
Yeah.
You apparently missed a TBF
Mm-hmm.
at timestamp 206:13. Someone has sent in they say this is a stinger you can use to punish Dick every time he misses a TBF. So this is our first ever submission for a TBF punishment clip. Let's hear it.
I hate ass.
That was fucking terrible.
That's so annoying.
Dick, you want me to make it even worse? That was sent in.
I hate ass.
I think you're supposed to be saying, I eat ass. Is that correct?
Yeah, man, that's a good one. All right.
Well, Dick, do
That's
you want to
it
know
then.
who sent that in?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you anyway because it's part of the bit. And it comes to us straight from the Niggler. You've been niggled, my friend. That's what you get.
Fuck.
For missing
That is a good
the
one. I wish
TBF.
the episode was better because that's a good unveiling of that bit. That's a very funny.
I eat
Finally,
ass.
it's funny.
There you
Everybody
go.
had such stupid ideas
Yeah.
for what it should be. You should watch Cuties if you miss one. All right.
Well, now we can
You
add
should
that.
say you love fat women.
We can add that to the
Yeah.
soundboard. Here's how
All
we're going
right.
to save this episode. We should watch Eric July's.
There's no saving it.
Shut up.
It's done.
Shut up. We should watch that.
This is what a live show with 20 people would feel like, by the way. It's a bad feeling.
It's fine. It's a good show. Look, we got a little bit of time. We went
Terrible.
through the problems quick.
Just feels like we're warming up to a show that's not started.
We should watch Eric July's 3D render
What are you
video.
talking about? We
We should put on the video.
on the show?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would we do that?
I don't know.
I think you've been laying down streaming too. All right, here we go.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. This is Jados.
Hi.
I'm calling for Vito. Vito, this is for you, brother. I had to pause this last episode. I'm catching up. I've been out of the loop. Dude, you get shit on for your weight. And I'm going to tell you something, brother. Fuck all those idiots.
Nice.
Every fucking day. I'll tell you. I drink a pink Monster Hawaiian Pipeline Punch.
Ooh.
Every goddamn fucking morning. Because that shit gets me going. That's my caffeine and sugar hit in the morning. If I don't drink that shit, I'm going to PTSD the shit out on somebody. So I drink every day. Ooh, a lot of sugar, calories, big fucking deal. Because you know what? You can drink your bullshit, have your cake, eat it
Are
too.
you fucking farting
Vito,
again?
No, I
You
didn't
gotta get
fart.
outside, bro.
All right.
Get out
Why do
the
you keep
fucking
saying
computer.
that?
You know why? You're bitter on the fucking
God.
computer. You're angry. And you know what, Vito? It's time to go outside and fuck some shit up. So, Vito, let's break some shit together. Because I got proof. I got metrics. I don't do dumb shit counting calories. I have a fucking Apple Watch to do that shit for me.
Okay.
And I don't even track calories. I just make sure that I'm fucking moving all day, every day. So, Vito, just to cut...
All right. All right.
He's saying I don't have to count calories because he drinks a Hawaiian Punch every day and he's fine. So I'm going to take his diet advice. That seems reasonable to me.
Okay. Here is
I'm excited.
here's a joke.
Okay.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. You touched on this problem last episode with the wood problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem I have is when dudes make jokes about coming online.
Okay.
Like every time, and it will be in like innocuous shit. Like I'm a huge F-word and I watch football.
No.
And it'll be like, Jordan Love's stats from last game, blah, 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 blah. And someone will say, keep going. I'm almost there. It's like, gross. Now I'm thinking about, or I'm going to need a new change of pants after that one. Like, stop making me think about you jizzing. Vote up wood, vote up jizz. Biggest problem, guys making jokes about coming. And it's always predictable shit. All right, go fuck yourself.
Do you remember in high school when, like, every joke was like, oh, what, do you got cum on your shirt? Like, if you have anything on you at all?
There.
On your shirt?
Yeah, it'd be like, you know, you'd, like, spill something on your shirt. So we'd go, oh, is that, like,
You got cum on your shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, did that stop? Did we stop doing that? Nobody told me.
I remember. For some reason, I remember everyone always being like, "Hey, come on, you." I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to find where to load the show here.
Okay,
I can never find anything.
Hit create.
Create?
Yeah. Hit go live.
Oh, go live?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that's the
And then
opposite of
click
what I
it.
would.
I know
wanna
it doesn't
do.
make any sense, but there you are.
Okay, there we go. Now this one works. I don't know why the other one wasn't working.
We have fixed the show.
Okay, one more voicemail.
Why don't we talk about all the
Here,
things?
Rex Sexton wants a live show.
Okay.
What's up? This is Rex Sexton, and I am perplexed as to why Vito suddenly wants to engage with all these people at frequent live shows. He has open disdain for fans who tried to give him tips on losing weight. He has open disdain for fans who inquired about his call for a writing partner.
This is the guy
when
who
I
wanted to be a
introduced
writing
myself
partner.
at the Philly live show, he was sulking in the corner, looked at me like I had 3 heads.
What?
But granted, he was being accosted by some fat gay guy.
Thank
I think
you.
It's clear he doesn't understand the emotional
you?
investment required to pretend to enjoy interacting with the chucklefuck listeners of this show on a semi-regular basis. Go fuck yourself.
I was not sulking at the
He really
Philly
wants to
live
be your
show. I was
writing
very
partner.
friendly at the Philly live show. Okay.
He's bitter, obviously lying and bitter about not being your writing partner.
He is he doesn't know it yet, you know? He's on the short list. You're on the short list, Rex Sexton. I just haven't gotten back to you yet.
Okay, that's it? That's it. That's the last voicemail isn't going to save this.
It's not that bad. It's a good show.
It's
Like, even when
horrible.
the show's bad, it's good. It's fun.
Unlistenable, I would say.
Us arguing about the show being bad is
It's
entertaining.
unlistenable. All right. Especially compared to last week.
Last
With the
week
Jasmine stuff.
was
that was
phenomenal.
amazing.
Why
do you
did-
even,
why
do you
did-
even want to read these super chats or?
Can you stop coming down on our show, which everyone loves? Okay. It's a great show.
All right. I mean, I guess.
Wow. Who's shitting your biscuits, buddy?
It's everybody. I did.
I think we did a great show. We had a lot of laughs. I think if you would stop coming down on it, we could find more humor to engage
There's just
in.
none.
You
There's
can't
no-
just give up on the show. Like midway through the show, like you gotta commit.
All right. Do you want to read these, or do you want me to?
Can we wait a sec? Are we doing super chats right away?
What else is there to do? That's the format of the show. It's voicemails and then super chats.
I want to check in. How's everything going?
What do you mean? How's it going?
Anything
fine? I
anything
guess.
exciting been going on?
No.
No.
Not really.
What'd you do this week?
Who gives a fuck what I did this week?
I do. I want to know more.
I don't want to talk about what I did this week ever.
Well, I had a great week. We worked very hard on the comic with my.
More fucking comic ads. Holy shit.
I'm working closely with my editor. We had a great creative week, I feel.
Yeah.
You know? And, yeah.
Will you read these?
You got any creative projects lined up?
No.
Well, we should write something.
Fuck no. Not after that treatment debacle.
The
No fucking way.
The treatment was not a debacle, okay? It was just whatever. I just thought I could spruce it up, and, you know, you guys also could spruce it up. It's a collaborative exercise.
Okay.
I can read the super chats.
Yeah,
All
read
right.
the super chats.
Wow, Dick is just really plowing through here. Okay. Well, Koof for Two says, thank you all for not killing yourselves.
Thank you, Koof.
Dumb username for Two says, what's the best place to send super killer fan art?
Twitter?
Twitter's good. If they want to get it on
Or
your,
send it to
if they want to
Vito.
get on the website, you can, you can send it to me now. I now have access to update our great website.
Yeah.
It's got some fun stuff on there. Johnny Rocket for Two, EVS's Cyber Frog got torn apart by Eric July. Did you see that video?
Oh, is that the AI one?
The AI Eric July.
I saw a tiny bit of it.
It's pretty good. I kind of want to get that AI Eric July voice. And
It sounds exactly like him.
well, that's the thing is his new video that he put out is even more monotone than the AI Eric July.
And he edits the shit out of his videos too. The
Yeah.
short ones, so it sounds even more AI-y.
Dude, he sounds like not human at all. It's bizarre. Kicks Mechanic for 20. Been watching since Destiny on the show, and I haven't missed an episode since. Well, he's going to quit the show after this.
That's it, yeah.
After you keep coming down on this episode.
That's it.
This is not that bad an episode. My problems were not that bad.
All the problems were bad. All the problems were bad and dumb. They were bad.
You have to help sell the problems. If you say they're dumb, people will think they're dumb. The car thing is
people
good.
aren't stupid. They know. They know when something is bad.
You must have like a car story. Like you're like, oh yeah, I know what that is about.
Car story.
Whatever. He says, even my 65-year-old super conservative old school mechanic mentor / boss loves the show.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, hey, that is actually great. You guys are going to blow up. Keep grinding. Vito and Dick as a team make the show. 100% hand clap.
There was no
emoji.
tricks in there.
Oh God, did I get fucked?
I don't know. I can't believe I missed that.
That
one.
would be-
I don't want that stupid Niggler thing to play over me.
Well, we're gonna maybe they're gonna get you. David Hodge for 10 or Hodes. My last name is pronounced how Eric July would say hold this.
Hode.
Hodis.
Hodis.
Got into a fight with the girlfriend over a horny cat. Still wouldn't unconsentify her. Vito, you are 2.1 tungsten cubes. Guys, your cat is in distress.
2.1.
Help that cat out.
It's 314.
I do not weigh 314. Influence history for 2. Vito, can you do toy reviews on your second channel? I don't really like. What am I going to review? How do you review a toy?
Why do you buy it?
To look at it.
That's it.
I bought like those Cowboy Bebop figures. What am I going to say? Hey, this looks cool. I like to look at it.
But why?
I like colorful stuff. I don't know, man. As a comic creator, I like to take inspiration from colorful things around me. You know, I might draw from different elements of franchises I have personally enjoyed. I have more of a reason to own toys than most people.
Why is that?
Because I was a graphic designer for like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
It's all about shapes and
Okay.
colors and whatever else, which has informed my design sensibilities over the years. Whatever. I'm not like a guy who buys pop figures. And every toy I bought is not like just... the video games I buy are crap, but that's different because they're not toys, okay? And I just impulsively buy those like an idiot.
I would just love to see how much stuff you're buying.
Every toy I buy is has a purpose, except for the ones I win from that Japanese crane game that I need to stop playing.
Are you doing that whatnot thing, that wheel of consoles?
Yeah. So I have decided I really want to sell on Whatnot. I'm really committed to that idea.
Okay.
I'm going to turn my living room into a little set, and I'm going to go on there. It's just going to be Vito's fun time. You're going to be able to buy all sorts of stuff.
What do you mean?
I'm going to sell I want to sell magic cards.
Okay.
I want to be one of those guys.
Like pack opening?
Pack openings,
Pack
yeah.
opening? All right.
And I'm going to be like one of these guys who like opens a really good card, and then I take the pack out of the camera, and I go, no, it's just a basic land. Sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm going to rip everybody off.
Like a dealer at a casino.
I mean,
happiest
honestly,
people on earth.
I want to get a real wheel. I want to get like all sorts of shit.
You could get a wheel.
I could get a wheel. I would have a lot of fun with it. So that's my hope. I want to get there.
You going to do it every day?
If I make money from it, yeah. There's guys who are cleaning up on there.
Yeah.
Because I will like go on at like 2 a.m. They're selling
gambling.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, magic cards have always been gambling, and sports cards and
but
Pokemon
like you're
cards.
paying for what's in the pack. It's like straight up gambling online where you're just clicking like like a slot
You're buying
machine.
a pack at a time, you know, and it's buying a pack is fun because you're like, maybe I'll get something
Spin the
good.
wheel.
It doesn't have to have a wheel. Okay,
but it's still like a metaphorical wheel.
There's a
It's
metaphor.
still
Every time you buy a
machine.
pack of cards, it's like a slot machine. Yes.
Yeah,
And some people get
okay.
addicted, and I see guys, dude. Some of this shit. Remember when I was showing you like all those scam videos upstairs? Sometimes I'll be watching these streams and I'm like, how are these guys getting away with this? Well, they're like, it's the mystery box. We got 100 mystery boxes and they're $200 each. I'm like, $200 fucking dollars. And that guy buys one and it's just like fucking trash.
I don't know how they
garbage in
even
there.
allow that shit.
I don't
Honestly,
know.
like I can't just go do roulette down the street. But you can go on Whatnot and just gamble on magic cards.
Did you know that this is like hugely popular in China?
Oh, shocker.
Like in China, no, like insanely so. Like 50% of Chinese people are just logging into auction apps and buying, like they're buying like watermelons and like fish through fucking like online auctions now. It's insane. They're like, yeah, every person in China they're just addicted to it. And I'm like, well, this seems like one of those things where if you get in early enough, you're going to make a bunch of money.
What, gambling?
Yeah. It's basically, look, I'm selling magic cards, which I like. I like magic cards. I like opening packs of magic cards. I'm giving all my money to these people to open magic cards for me.
The problem is you're going to be selling. You're going to be taking advantage of your fans. That's the problem.
But I'm not going to take.
Whatnot.
Well, okay,
because it's gambling, so it's bad for them.
Well, if somebody I don't know, man. I don't know everybody's financial situation. I guess if a guy spends $1,000 on magic cards, I'll go, hey, man, just to make sure. Like, you're not bankrupting your family with this or whatever, right?
Oh, you're cool, right?
We're cool,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
I mean, I like to think that, like...
But you can only be successful by preying on people who have a gambling addiction.
Well, like, I mean, it's like me. I have money to buy magic cards and stupid toys. Like, yes, do I spend more on it than I should? Sure, but I'm not... I got a roof over my head.
You're not a gambling addict, though.
I could be. I mean, but
could be.
Well, honestly, though, I look at this. This is my magic cards and shit are like my alternative to gambling. Is like because if I went into a casino, I'd just be like, well, I'm gonna hit eventually. I'm like, at least here, the most I can lose in a fucking night is like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Lose $20, and I go, okay,
Yeah,
well, that
right.
wasn't a good hit. So I think this is a better alternative to most games because no matter what, you get something.
Oh, that sounds like a gambler if I ever heard it.
At least you
no
get
matter what, I'm
something.
geting something.
You get something, and you're helping out small.
They got free drinks here.
And then when I get like a really shitty run, I go, well, at least I helped out this small business, so you can always justify it to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with this app. I bought a bunch.
What are you gonna call it? Vito's Casino.
Vito's Casino. I think if I call it Vito's Casino, they'll kick me off real quick. They'll go, listen, motherfucker, we are on the edge of legality as it is.
Casino.
Yeah, welcome to Vito's Crypto Casino, where Lady Luck can be your guide. Stop it. This is already like we don't want the FTC to even know we exist. Look, I got to get in before, again, the FTC shuts it all down, which I'm sure they will. Slurp for 200 Japanese yen. Vito should take up smoking to lose the weight. Trust me, I've thought about it. Steve for 2 says, Trucks Me. Don't forget, guys, the Trucks Me shirt is now available.
But the XL is not there. Yeah, I mean, come on. That's a kind of a popular size, isn't it?
Okay, look, here's how it works. Okay, there is a fulfillment company that prints on demand. They're out of black XL shirts.
No one's blaming you. It just
I'm
sucks.
sure. Okay, well, here's what I'll do when I get home. I'll put up like a heather gray shirt, which is close to black. It's not actually black, okay? So it won't be pitch black.
You don't
It'll be
have
dark
a gray shirt, though.
Then buy a white one or a yellow one.
I'm just saying, it's fucking sucks that when we do all that stuff,
yes, XL shirts
it's like,
are sold out.
XL's out.
Look, I thought it would be cleared up quicker. Regardless, the
Who
hats
do you
are now
use
available.
for printing?
It's a site called Printful. They're very good.
Oh, Printful.
Yeah, all their shirts are great. And you were all worried that the shirts are not going to be comfortable. And in every review of this brand of shirts says they're like the most comfortable
What's the
shirt
brand?
you can get. Not Gildan. What is the
Bella?
Stella? Bella?
Bella, they're fine.
They're great. Well, I wear like because I make shirts.
I wasn't worried about the comfortability of shirts. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Bella?
you were worried that the graphics gonna wear off or something?
Well, it's print on demand.
Dude, the
You
graphics.
can tell that it's print on demand.
I can't tell. I don't know the fucking difference. You can tell because you make shirts. Most people do not manufacture and screen print shirts. Nobody
Tell that
knows.
shit.
I have a bunch of these shirts because I make my own shirts and I love them, and they're all great. Okay, I think. And what am I wearing right now? This is not one of them.
Yeah, it looks great. It
looks
trucks
great.
me. As long as you're not extra large.
Get an XL in yellow or white, and I can also add other colors if anyone specifically wants
What
like
else
a
are they
green
sold
one.
out of? You could find. Let's find all those.
Oh my god, I can't do. And everything has to have a
It's
problem.
not your fault. It's just Printful.
Sure.
Printify routes your order to somebody else.
I could
if
put up
they're
black
out.
shirts of a different. No, I think it would fuck it up. I would have to make like a separate category. How about I put up black hoodies while we wait for the XL shirts?
Nah, it's too expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just a joke.
On the John for 2 says Richard Kyle Baxter for 2. This intro sounds like a shitty WWF walkout theme. I liked the old intro music. I mean the new intro music is good, but I was a big fan of the.
That guy made Martian. Your man Martian made that whole
I'll
thing.
listen to it again. Maybe I'll learn to love it.
God.
I had lyrics to the previous one, like in
What
my
were your
head.
lyrics?
I can't remember. I'd have to hear the song.
Doosh, doosh, doosh.
And there's something like, it's the biggest show, the show that you know. It's fine. It's good. I love it. I love the new intro theme. On the John for 2 says do. Then for another 2, he says you. Riley Edwards for 2 says weigh in. I want to know if you weigh more than Lizzo.
How much does she weigh?
A lot. I do not weigh more than Lizzo.
Oh, okay. Let's see about that.
I do not weigh more than Lizzo. She weighs like 400 pounds.
Well,
although she's like 5 foot something, so maybe she doesn't.
How much does Lizzo weigh?
They're not going to tell you that online. How would they know?
What do you mean? Because she's like fat, and I love being fat.
So she says how fat she is?
At the start of her weight loss journey, Lizzo weighed 308 pounds.
She's like 5'6". That doesn't count.
But at first you said...
It's a different scale, okay?
Oh, wow. Now she lost 60 pounds, she says.
Okay.
Wow, man. That was how much weight you said you were going to lose.
Fine. Lizzo's kicking my ass. I don't care.
Whew. She shredded 40 pounds.
Wow. That's her prerogative.
They have an x-ray of a fat woman on there, too, that I'm seeing. 260.
Congratulations, Lizzo. You're doing great. And I look forward to joining you very soon as I continue my weight loss journey. Red for 2 says Eric July is a chicken and is distant from intelligence. I agree. Outthink Vegas for 2 says crosswords and croissants.
Yeah.
On the John for 2 is continuing his do you with eat. Do you eat? Pig Feeler for 10 says finally catching it live. My favorite show. Biggest problem with Prick Flaccidson and Fido. He's balding. Shut up. I'll pop some popcorn.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Damien for 50 big
pounds.
Wow. Which is like 70. No, wait. Is it more or less?
More. Well,
More.
I don't know anymore.
I thought it was
$60.
I saw this in a comment on the last episode. For every 6 weigh-ins that the fat fuck loses weight, you do a live show. Vito can sell his shitty hand-drawn T-shirts while also eventually fitting in one. Thanks for all the laughs.
6 weigh-ins. That's every 6 weeks. I don't want to do a show every 6 weeks.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, thank you regardless for the 50 euros. On the John, do you eat butthole? And as we know from the sound clip, you do.
No.
Excuse me. Mick Quiznos for 4. I'm playing Halo drunk, listening to Biggest Problem, and the woman is not bothering me.
That's good.
Life is good.
Women tend to not like my voice if you play my shows around. Yeah. They'll just leave.
Meanwhile, women are drawn to my sultry tones.
I believe you.
My beautiful, I don't know, what vocal range would you call it? My baritone? A little higher than that. What am I?
Well, your radio voice is like really high.
Really high.
I don't know what you are. Probably, isn't everyone a soprano? Like around there?
Everyone is a soprano.
Are they?
I don't know. I have no idea. Scar for 10. You guys have been killing it as of late, except for Vito, who won't get on the scale. I'm about to reach 10K on the Fat Girl anthem, and I'm very happy about it.
Oh.
Must be how Vito feels after his 4th meal.
What's 10K on the Fat Girl anthem?
I'm going to assume that this was some sort of mistake.
10,000 pounds of women?
Is that like a pedometer? 10,000 like steps or something?
Yeah, I'm about to reach 10K on the Fat Girl anthem.
Again, I think this might be a text-to-speech error. I don't know. On the John for 5, you've left the sunglasses on Vito for 30 minutes. Don't think I didn't notice. See, that's why we need a second monitor. Hayaski for 5 euros. First time catching the show live. It's 4 in the morning here, so get on the scale, fatty boom batty. Hail Satan and Kanye wearing a Burzum merch.
What's that?
I don't know. Burzum. I've heard that. Some sort of joke. Charles Baker for 5. Is Eric July going to San Diego Comic-Con? If so, have you thought of organizing a Q&A raid like how Fuentes did it to Charlie Kirk back in the day? He will be at... He announced that they're doing a Rippaverse panel at a certain comic convention.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I am not encouraging our audience to go there and create content whatsoever.
But you are by saying that.
Don't do it.
You're directly encouraging them.
No, I don't. No, I do not approve of that. At the comic
telling them
convention
not
he
to
will
say?
be at. I don't know. Here's
what
the
should
thing.
they not do?
When
What's
I
the
heard
top
when I
3
heard he
things?
was going to be at it, I went, somebody's going to fuck something up, and it's going to be my problem again. Speaking of which, Obtuse Gnome is back on Twitter.
Remember when you said you'd give Eric whatever info on obtuse gnome?
Yeah, and
that
then
you could.
and then he fucked me, so I didn't give him anything, and I wasn't gonna throw that guy under the bus anyway. Look.
What should they not do?
Fans of the show?
Yeah, at the Comic-Con. If you had to list,
I don't
definitely
know. I
one
haven't
thing.
About it. God, what should I not do to Eric July?
Well, not to him, or
Right,
in general.
or around him. I think just go, be respectful.
Oh.
Ask a nice at the Q&A, whatever questions you
Don't
might have.
go pretend to be the writer of ISOM and host a panel, a Q&A.
Don't go dressed as a super killer and say hi and see how he reacts. I don't know. You guys, look. I think it's. I want to say Montreal Comic. It's something with an M. It's definitely not Montreal. No, it's like. What's another M place?
Missouri?
Yeah, maybe it's Missouri. You guys figure it out. Tony for 5. You can't give Vito a screen. He'll obsessively watch the chat and have less energy. Shut up.
Yeah, I have to hide the screens from everybody when I do my show because they just sit there and read them.
I think it's fun to interact. Mr. Abstruse for 10. Please read in caveman voice so that idiot Crimsel can understand.
You go work, Crimsel. Crimsel, you go get job. You work now. Crimsel find job. Crimsel go do job. Living with mom bad. Crimsel work.
There you go. Get a job, Crimsel.
Get a job.
Get a job. James Gardner here for a big $20 on the
wow,
board.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. Thanks to Nina Infinity and Mushmouth for creating fun. Bunnies in the tunnels.
It's chickens. Chickens now that's where it's at. Chickens are the hot.
Did you think when you reviewed the comic that like the indie I've been thinking about it, I'm like, honestly, what you did is one of the best things that has ever happened to comic books in the modern age.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
I
did it on purpose.
But for more reasons than I think you understand.
No, I did it to trigger Eric into melting down so everyone would see him as a huge fucking fraud.
That's helpful too. But you're also just like people are now who don't care about comic books at all are going, well, these guys are all arguing about it. What is this? Are comic books a thing still? And then they're looking into it and they go, all right, you know what? I got to see. Maybe I'll buy this fucking Cyber Frog comic or whatever else. We've created a new market.
And if you're making comic books, you have to do a better job with your story.
Yeah.
Stop rushing it and throw away lines and stuff that you like because it's not good.
Not only are we encouraging people to do a better job making comics, but I think people are being like, remember when like Image first showed up?
Well, you have all these shitbag YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like Eric's whole plan was obviously from the get-go to sell vanity 3D art, shitty comic books made by this Brazilian chop shop to YouTubers and go through them one by one. Yellow Flash was like his bitch first demo run.
Right.
Let's make you a vanity project, and then we're going to sell it through my warehouse and my shop. And I'm going to be like the kingpin of
brand.
shitty YouTuber comics. And then after you, it's going to be
Heel versus
Nerdrotic,
Babyface
Heel
is
versus
definitely gonna be
Babyface.
one.
All these fucking retards that are like a constant embarrassment, pretending to know jack shit about media, and crying about pronouns. Like that was his business, which required the destruction of crowdfunding, because crowdfunding connects people with shit they support instead of this just woke conglomerate run by trans kids, Me Too feminists, and Eric July, an illiterate, a functional illiterate. So destroying the fucking red line was crucial to this business taking off. Hopefully it won't.
Well, I wonder what.
Hopefully no one buys Yellow Flash's dog shit comic.
I don't know what happens in the universe where like we're just not here to call bullshit on this obvious Emperor has no clothes situation.
He just gets away with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like if you hadn't have said anything, if I hadn't have said anything, I'm going to take partial credit.
Yeah.
Eric July would probably be making extra millions of dollars.
It'd be amazing. People can't even wait for ISOM 3.
And they would all be reading these shitty comics and having to tell themselves, yeah, but it's like, it's pretty good. I have some problems with it, but it's pretty good. It's like a lot of, but instead now, because like somebody just said, no, that motherfucker can't write. Now everybody goes, oh.
And Dean Cain has a comic book coming out? Who the fuck cares?
Dean Cain has a comic book coming out being made by Eric's colorist. So they're all part of this incestuous bullshit fucking circle.
Jacking each other off.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your comic book about? What's your fucking comic book about? You were the Chinese Superman, right? Does everyone know that?
I am excited. It seems like more people are learning about comics from the drama. They're checking them out. And I urge you guys to support your favorite creators, whoever they might be.
I urge you to anti-support people you don't like.
Yeah, do
Attack
that as
their
well.
fan, make fun of their fans, and make them feel bad. And stupid and small.
I do wonder how Yellow Flash. I think Yellow Flash will probably be able to raise like $1 million just because his audience is stupid. His audience is probably about the same size as Eric's.
Yeah,
YouTube.
but he's not black.
Well, that's why I'm saying Eric, got like 4 million. I think Yellow Flash.
Well, there's one Eminem,
Yeah.
ton, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. That's what white people. That's how white people think.
But I've heard Yellow Flash talk, and I go, "There's no way this guy could write anything." That's the thing with some of these guys. I'm like, they're so stupid. Like, I just cannot picture them writing.
Yeah.
That's why I always said, I'm like, I can't picture Eric July writing a script because he goes on Twitter and he goes, I'm going Scotch Earth on all you motherfuckers. And I go, how did you write a script? How is that possible? There's no way. But we'll find out someday. Utah-based Armenian for 2. Plug my new play, Fiddler in the Sewer. I want more Jews. Did they ever shut down the tunnels? Or are they still there?
Nah, they shut him down. They welded him shut.
That's bullshit. Laid Steel for 5. Remember, block Lofty Pixels. I heard Lofty the other day on some show, and I went, I really cannot listen to this motherfucker. Coup for 5 is a professional anime connoisseur. Eric throwing manga on their bus really struck a nerve. Go fuck yourself, Eric. No, thank you for not killing yourself for you. He's attacking everybody. Don't attack anybody. Just stop that. Slurp for 200 Japanese yen. Live in Japan. The Costco here also has too many Asians.
I believe you.
I was looking at Costco stock, and I'm like, shit, I should have bought more of that. Did you see the video everybody posted in response to my problem of Chinese people lined around the block for Costco?
A day. Yeah.
Should have brought in that fucking video. 2 days they lined up for Costco. And you go, I don't think it's a real problem. I'm like, the Asians love it. They love it more than anything in the fucking life.
I was thinking that I should go to Costco, too. After
I was thinking I should buy.
Man, I should go to Costco.
Well, I have a card if you want to go to Costco.
I think she does, too.
I was like, I want to buy Costco stock, and then I looked, and it's already skyrocketed. I'm like, if I had only gotten in before the Chinese did. Spider Eternal for 5, a skinny Vito would fit between Costco Asians. Did you know Fat Brain is banned from Super Chats? I didn't do that. The fats are taking over. Get on the scale, Vito.
Wait, what? Fat Brain is banned?
Brain banned?
How's Fat not banned? No way. You typed it in.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be banned.
You typed it in wrong.
That's weird. Doof Warrior for 10. Vito, if you step on the scale, you'll be like Maximus in the Coliseum. The crowd's screaming. You'll pass away from 10 minutes of standing. Wow. Coup for 2. G Prime hates AI, but tracing 3D is okay. Amazing.
It's the fucking lying and the gaslighting that these guys are doing that drives me fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like the attitude of like, so people are like pretending to be surprised that using a reference to draw? Ladies and gentlemen, I just stepped down from heaven. Let me tell you something. As an accomplished artist, I can tell you that drawing from what you see in your mind is basically art. That's not what we're saying, you pretentious fuck. You condescending fucking moron.
Yeah.
It's rendered. It's rendered.
It has the polygon
It's rendered
lines left
from
in.
a fucking minimum wage chop shop promoted by a retard who lied about it, told everybody they were lying about
He
it.
did lie about it.
Then admitted about lying about it, then said it's fine. And then threw the artist under the bus.
He said it's fine, but also it's not fine.
Also,
but that
I
means
wish
it's fine.
Cliff Richards hadn't have done it so much. Well, then why didn't you stop it when he did it? Exactly how much would you have wished? It's this fucking pretentious attitude that famous people have where they think their audience is stupid. And as soon as they start telling their audience is stupid, it starts eroding away from under them. Like, oh, what's happening to me? Why is all my support eroding away?
Yeah. I mean, there's people in the comments of the video he put up that are like, well, yeah, but it is shitty that your comic has a bunch of 3D renders in it. That doesn't seem like art.
It's not,
He's like,
yeah.
I don't think you watched the video and understood what I was trying to get
clearly
at.
didn't watch the video.
Did you see the comment where somebody was like, well, wait, are your employees doing 3D renders without your knowledge? And his answer was, they're not my employees, they're
my
contractors. It's like, well, that doesn't answer the question.
All right, bro.
What?
Are either of them?
As somebody pointed out, like, that man will never just answer a question. He will find any. I mean, we knew this. He'll find any pedantic thing to go, what do you mean I said it?
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, well, you said this. He's like,
I typed it.
Oh, I've typed that. I never said it. And you're like, cocksucker, you know what I mean. Just answer the fucking question.
Well, see, Mr. Nickelcat, I never said
I was going to sue them. You know, I would not be so precocious as to.
I fucking hate e-celebs so much. I hate celebrities, but I hate e-celebs even more. They're so much more craven and submissive and obsequious than real celebrities because they're competing for an even smaller amount of money. Like, at least real celebrities get fame and, like,
relax a little bit.
They can relax a little bit. They can sometimes make some good art by accident, right? E-celebrities, ugh.
They're fighting over the same couple
Never wanted to
bucks.
be one. I fucking hate them so much.
What was I going to say? Yeah, it's and also these guys who don't understand that, yes, they've been successful, but they're at the lowest tier of success, and that's not the time to start grandstanding like Kanye, like you're a once-in-a-lifetime, irreplaceable talent. And I'm like, you can't do the Kanye thing yet. Like, you sold one comic book.
You can never do it.
Yeah, you are not the Kanye here.
Where's Yellow Flash? Where's your artist money? Where's his money? He lives in a trailer. He lives in a dumpster behind his burnt down house with his fucking family. We cut him off a check for $10,000 today. Where's the check?
Shad,
where's the check?
Your brother told you to your face you don't know how to draw. Just accept that. That's fine. Stop pretending otherwise.
Yellow Flash, where's the money?
Well,
where's the fucking money? Where's the money? Where's your artist's money? Where's the money?
Well, people don't understand about that situation. They're like, well, he agreed to the terms. I'm like, if your artist can't
Give him some fucking money. I don't care what the deal is. Give him some goddamn money. You cheap, fat piece of shit.
Just go, hey, I noticed your house flooded and your kids don't have Christmas presents.
Send him money.
Why don't I give you a big old advance, you know? It's not that. He has the money. Well, anyway. Yeah, all this shit is crazy. Dave for 5, I'm not on Twitter, but I would still like to block Lofty Pixels. Any ideas?
Make an account, block him.
Let's find his...
Get somebody else to block him.
Well, let's find Lofty Pixels' mailing address. You can send him a card that just says blocked. There you go. Who cares? For 20 Australian, good to see you have energy, Vito. Maybe use some of that to get up and onto a scale. Okay. Stray Beans for 8 AUD. Is that Australian dollars? Is Eric July's Be Great catchphrase just a clever smokescreen to disguise his entire career as a hate monger that whines about queer people?
Yes.
That's a big part of it. Joe Cool for big $10. This show should link up with Danny Mullen and his guys, similar audiences, and they run their own stand-up comedy show in North Hollywood for Vito to try out new jokes. He's also a new UCB guy. Why do I know of Danny Mullen?
UCB?
Why do I know that name?
I don't know. Every time the internet comes up, some fucking person has like, oh, you should connect with Danny Mullen. I'm like, all right.
Tell him to connect with us. I don't know how to connect with anybody. I'm an idiot. Does he play Magic cards? I could connect with him on that.
I don't even know. I couldn't identify him if I saw him, what he looked like. He has a comedy show in North Hollywood.
Well, maybe we'll go
do stand-up.
Danny Mullen show. Why are you saying that like that?
Because I'm going to go there to maroon it.
My stand-up is not bad. It's fine, okay? I'm pretty good at stand-up, I think.
No, you don't do stand-up.
I've done stand-up. I don't do stand-up. I've done it at least 20 times.
Yeah.
That's more than most people.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's like...
I'm not saying it's my thing. I never said that. I just said I like the idea of it.
Yeah, that's good.
I think I could be good at stand-up. You
Well,
got to really commit to it. And the problem is, you
didn't.
I'm so committed. I'm committed to other things.
Why are you so offended by that? You didn't commit to stand-up. You're not a stand-up. That's not a big deal.
You're right. I'm not a stand-up. I'm not saying I'm a stand-up. All I've said is I would like to do more stand-up because it's fun.
Oh, yeah. You should.
Maybe I could host a show, Because the host doesn't really have to do very much except just introduce the comics and have fun.
What do you want, though? Do you want to be a host of a thing, or do you want to do stand-up comedy? Like, what do you like? Those are different things.
I just want to get out of the house and meet other funny people and maybe find people could collaborate with or bring on the show or whatever else.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's LA. Most of the comedians are fucking terrible.
Most comedians are terrible.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of really bad comedy these days. I don't know what happened.
Well, people aren't funny and they want attention.
I know, but like,
so they think they can pretend to be funny.
Was comedy used to be better, or is it just like I've gotten older and things aren't as funny as they used to be?
Rodney Dangerfield revolutionized comedy by saying, my
wife
says I'm so ugly.
Yeah.
And people would say, well, how ugly
is she?
Because before that, it was just the joke with no anticipation at all. That's how unfunny people are. That was a big moment, and then it was recent.
Yeah. The call and response is pretty good. I'm also interested, though, that, like, you know, stand-up has kind of remained, like, antiquated. Like, why are guys not going on stage with, like, I don't know, VR helmets and electronic doodads?
What do you, like, Carrot Top?
No, but I feel like, you know, I don't know. You ever, like, I saw one comedian, you know, he went up, he had, like a PowerPoint or whatever, and it was funny. We went to that show where that guy pretended to be a suicide, or whatever, they had a suicide bomb
Yeah, that's
vest.
funny, yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, that's, like, really a memorable bit. I'll never forget that bit.
That's like UCB level shit, though.
Well, that's what you used to do.
Yeah.
Before, you know, they kicked you out for being a rapist.
Yeah.
LJ,
probably for my benefit, though.
Probably for your benefit. That's what you keep telling yourself. LJ Calabarino for 5. If you're forced to give up one, drugs or alcohol, which will you pick?
Drugs.
Really?
Yeah. I can't live without alcohol.
Yeah, I guess that's right. I like alcohol.
I lived for a long time without drugs.
Alcohol is very tasty. Tony for 5. Not from Hack the Movies. Regular Tony. I'm a fan of the sound effects lately. I'm a fan of the sound effects lately. That More Than Maddox could have made in 3 years.
More Than Maddox could have made.
Well, that does not make sense. Good
you.
try. Thank you. We have Riley here for a big $100.
Wow!
Wow!
Whoa!
For canonsake.live, guys. You got to go to forcanonsake.live. Remember,
this show's great.
Canon with one N at the end.
I turned it on. Riley was, he had no shirt on. And, I mean, he looked like, I don't even
Riley's
know how to describe.
Riley's a madman. He's a go-getter. He's out there. He's pushing it to the limit.
First of all, he was wearing all white morph suit with glasses like Rorschach, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then in the next scene, he came in on Mint, who was dressed like Yaira, and he started punching her in the tits, like over and over. And I said, "This is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen." Not because of the tits, just the whole thing. And he has so much hair coming off him like a wolf man.
Riley, you got to pull clips from the show and post them as like little 5-minute things so people can learn what the show's about. I think they would enjoy that.
Would that teach you what that show was about?
If there was a clip I could watch right now of Riley in a Rorschach mask punching Mint Salad's tits, I would watch that clip.
Well, I just don't know if you can do that.
Well, I mean,
it
would not be as good as matching the live energy, but I'd like to see that. Regardless, guys, for canonsake.live, best show of all shows. Pull up for the most obsessive rewatch of Eric July's podcast on the internet.
Yeah,
there
it's
you
great.
go.
It's really great.
Get all the Eric July lore from forcanonsake.live. KFM for 5. You guys watching Fish Tank? Alex Stone did his show from there yesterday. Did you see Roger Stone was
Oh, yeah, I saw a shot of that. That was funny.
I was like, fuck, if they got Roger Stone on Fish Tank, that would actually
There's
been
no way
pretty
they
good.
know who that guy was, though.
No.
Like, why is that guy? Why
Dude, if they
someone's
brought
grandpa?
all these autistic kids having no idea who fucking Roger Stone is would be pretty funny.
And he's so weird.
He's so weird. He kept
love
showing
him,
me his
though.
Reagan tattoo or whatever the fuck. James Gardner for $10. I agree with Riley. Lovely weirdos that show how Buster Blackster scorched the earth.
Scotched. But that's wrong. It's scotched
the earth.
Scotched
Clip,
the earth.
Panic pun for 10. People complaining about Power World is insane, saying everything is copyright. I think he means Pal World, the game I was talking about.
World.
Where were these people when Digimon created a rabbit with machine guns for Hansel? Thank you, Panic Pun, who agrees with me. Kelmas for 20. Here's my super chat cherry. Breaking the cherry tonight.
You better be over 18 with that.
Let's hope so.
Metaphor.
Pigeon for 10. Forgive the boomerism, but childhood mortality rates appear to not be high enough. Sorry, there was a 2 and a B, so I started getting worried.
Not B.
Yeah, no, we're fine. Sarah Gardner for 5. Vito is so lazy. Oh, come on. Can't even get out of bed to stream. Portly of frame and plump of fetlock, the model of a human body in perfect working order.
I mean, you're streaming from bed, man.
It's comfortable. That's where my TV is. It's in front of the bed.
Why not? Yeah. Okay.
What, you don't watch movies in bed?
I don't stream it.
Well, this is me. I'm playing games. As long as I'm playing games and I enjoy talking to the chat and whatever else, I might as well stream it. It's fun. You know,
No one's debating that you're having fun.
I want to have fun, and this is fun. Riley Edwards for 2. The biggest problem is Vito's artist. I disagree. Utah-based Armenian for 2. Vito is a ripoff of Subway Jared. Yeah, sure. Cool for 5. Isom 3 should take the 3D models from Pokemon instead of SketchUp. That would be good.
Yeah, good.
TBF for 5. A ton of stuff in Lord of the Rings was based on Hollow Earth stuff. Anyway, stop buying plastic garbage, Vito.
Is that true? That's probably true.
That's probably true. Cozier Lobster for 20. Vito, did you know you are sitting next to someone who likes to eat ass? No. Riley Edwards for 2. Too many Asian drivers. Christian Hollingsworth for 20. Busted gutters, clogged storm drain, and a derivative shit pit of my own. Home repairs for the win. Well,
yeah.
You got one guy on your side. Glowwormization for 5. The dev for Pal World crap out lazy asset store EA trash. The same as Eric July, but Vito defends it. Look, I haven't played it yet, but I don't know, man. The argument that it looks too much like Pokemon is a bad argument.
Why?
Well, if you listen,
sucks.
If you listened to my problem,
It just looks like shit,
where
though.
I elaborated on why. It does not look like shit. It looks good.
Looks like a copy.
Why not copy something that looks good? I don't understand. You should copy good-looking stuff. The problem with Eric July is he copies shitty-looking stuff, like fucking 3D models he ripped off of SketchUp, okay? If you had copied something cool, we'd have much less of a problem with it. Colin for 10, love you, Vito. But, man, you're missing out on the indie comic craze right now with Super Killer. Ethan Van Sciver's everywhere right now, making comics big.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if Super Killer was out right now. Oh, shit. It'd be getting huge play. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
It's fine.
It's going to come out and it's going to be like, everyone's going to be done talking about this and sick of comics. Oh, that's brutal. I feel for you.
Look, now that I think about it, yes, right now would be a perfect window to have a brand new comic book and stick it to Eric July, okay? But sometimes life does not work out exact. Timing, you know, you can't always plan ahead that well, okay?
Oh, that sucks.
It might still be going on. Well, here.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Every time we say the Eric July thing is over, it keeps going. So we'll see.
No, it's peaked. Ethan Van Sciver making all this money and just fucking
which is
totally
great.
ass fucking.
And then once my comic
peak.
comes out, there'll be enough residual leftover goodwill. Okay, I'll take it on all the shows. I'll take it on Ethan's show, and I'll go, hey, well, here's what I got.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. My life sucks anyway. Okay, so
could have been great though.
This has been pretty good. It's better than nothing. All right, I'm happy we got it funded. It's getting made. It looks good.
He hasn't drawn it though. Shouldn't you put like him killing Isom in it somewhere to get some clicks?
You know, fucking Andy Signore, like every week he goes, "You're putting Isom in the comic,
you have to.
right?" No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to put Isom in it. That's too obvious. I gotta put
Andy Signore. No, right?
All right, maybe I'll put Isom in.
You got to put him in a little bit.
I don't know. I got to think of a place to put him.
Like, whoa! Or just like a flashback in one of his old when he's
I know.
explaining what he does. Flashback.
I know.
Boom.
I know.
So you have thought of it.
I've thought of it,
but you wanted to be integrity. So you don't want it to be like your own separate thing away from Isom, right?
Part of it is I don't want to force my artist to get involved in this like shit war, you know. Where I
don't believe that you're benevolent about this.
I am very benevolent about this. I had floated the idea of putting, that table in his living room.
Yeah,
just putting the table in like a background. Not as funny. Okay,
killing Isom. That's what I'm talking about.
There's not really a place to like.
I can't wait to see you talk your way out of this one.
There's no place to organically work it in, you know. There's not a lot of flashbacks. Maybe.
What do? I kill superheroes. A thought bubble of like, boom, Isom dead in his truck. He's just sitting in his truck, head blown off.
Isn't that a little like on the nose?
Like a pie in the face, right? That's so dumb. Who would want to see that?
Everybody keeps saying they're like, well, why don't you put him kneeling on Isom's neck on the cover? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do fucking that.
That's too much.
Okay. Maybe that's why I'm worried. Is that then I'm playing into that and they go, well, why is he fighting Isom? I wonder if he's fought Isom in any previous situations.
So he doesn't do. If he goes into a black guy universe, he's like, oh, I can't. I'm freaking out.
Honestly, that would probably be. I'm not touching this shit. I want nothing to do with this. Strategery for 10. You'll never get a super chat from me. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Strategery.
Riley Edwards for 2. These problems are bad. Weigh it in to make it up.
Yeah, they're
JJ
bad.
for $20 says the biggest problem in the universe is slavery. Imagine someone losing their home, trapped in a portable shack, slaving away for hours without pay. Someday, maybe earning your freedom with a vague hope of perhaps doing some compensation.
Slavery.
Shameful.
That's what Eric July and
what,
Yellow Flash are doing to
is
their poor artists.
Yeah.
Slavery.
Pig Feeler for 5. Vito.
And they're fucking up the comic.
Yeah.
Because now everyone's going in on...
Well, Ethan made a very good point. It's the same point I had in my head, which is like, Eric, don't tell your audience that all this Twitter beef of like everyone being like, hey, you use 3D assets for your comic. Just handle that on Twitter. Don't go on YouTube and go, everybody's attacking me because my comic's full of 3D assets. And then the people watching they go, wait, hold on a second. What?
Did you just say 3D assets?
I didn't know that.
So everyone's calling me a pedophile. But the thing that you got to remember is...
That's a very good point.
Buffering.
Because I've had people honestly go, I don't know why you don't just make a YouTube video where you address everyone calling you a pedophile. I'm like, what are you, fucking retarded? My YouTube audience who was like...
Would you put the fucking graphic in front of it?
I like this fat guy. He talks about movies. Guys, some of you may have
tell you
heard
about.
that I'm a pedophile. I really want to talk about that. No, I'm not going to make that video, you fucking... I won't tell you who told me to make that video, but I went, cool, that's a good idea.
Is it someone I know?
Someone who's been on the show, I'll tell you that.
Is it Destiny?
A former guest. No, it wasn't
Is
Destiny.
it Eric?
Don't worry about it.
Is it Winston?
I'm not... Stop guessing. I'm just saying, they said that, and I went, thanks for the advice. I'll really take that into consideration.
Is it Bo Blacks?
Sure, it's Bo Blacks.
I
Let's
knew
say it's
it.
Bo Blacks. It was not Bo Blacks, actually.
No, because he's the first thing
You
he
know what,
said is,
Bo
why do you always talk about pedophile shit?
It's a good, Bo Blacks is a very good guess, I'll say that, because that is something he would say.
That was I wanted to get a
Because that's
control
like,
answer
that's like
from
an
you.
autistic like response is like, well, just make a video about it.
Yeah.
That is something he would say, but it was not him.
Yeah.
A verse for 200 says scale question mark.
$200?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Thanks for the $200.
Scale,
LJ,
you're not even gonna fucking do that.
LJ Clobberino for 5.
Oof.
First, I want to thank you for the $200.
Breeze by it, not even considering it.
Thank you very much for supporting.
Oh man,
this
you know what I would do
podcast.
if I got $200 to do a breathalyzer? You know how fast I would do it?
It's different.
It's not different. It's an addiction that you think you have
When
control
people
over.
fail,
I don't think I have control over my
People
alcoholism.
buy breathalyzers and bring them to parties, and everyone goes, "Oh, I'm so drunk." It's fun. People like a drunk. Okay, a fat guy. It's not fun. Everyone goes,
People do not like a drunk. Let me clue you in on something. They really don't.
Okay. I think the depressing misery of the state of my body.
People like a pizza party too.
It's not helpful to the show. I think it brings the... Every time I missed the weigh-in, it wasn't like a fun part of the show. It was literally...
It was the most fun thing
it was
ever.
People would be like, wow, I can't keep watching this show. It's really...
But you don't do it and you give up money for not doing it. That's all that matters. That's the reason that you're getting this, because you leave money on the table and you're like the most money grabbing person ever. And you leave this scale money on the table. That's the fascinating part.
I just think I have thoughts. Okay, that's it. I have thoughts on. I think it brings the show down, because if I'm like fat, then everyone's like disappointed. So
Everyone knows you're fat.
Then why do they need me to weigh myself?
Because you won't. Because you fucking won't. And
just assume. Just assume.
Do you not
that
understand
it went badly?
how all of this is related to like very personal demons that come out in behavior and actions? Like, why is it funny that Eric July rendered a 3D comic?
Right.
Why is it funny?
Because
it's just some cheap shit comic. He made $7 million. Why is it so funny?
I don't know.
Because it's his fucking brain, the way he deals with this shit.
Okay. So it's that. Look, I get what you're saying. I get it.
You don't.
I do. I get it. Okay. It's
Okay.
that my resistance to it is what makes it so interesting, and what makes me want to continue to egg it on and send me messages all the time and shame me for not doing it. I understand that. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm still not going to do it. So fuck you.
What? Then you don't get it.
What do you mean I don't get it?
Why will you not do it then?
I just don't see the value.
If someone said to Eric, don't make a YouTube video, he's like, I get what you're saying. I understand that I'm gonna.
Okay, but
it
now
comes
if I
off
do
as
it, it's
dumb.
not going to be interesting. Now it's like stupid.
Why not? Why won't it be interesting?
Because then I'll just have accepted it, and then it's just
and
like
it'll just go away.
It'll just go away. Yeah.
What you say that you want will happen if you do it.
No, because then they're going to want to do it again.
So then you don't even believe that it will stop.
There's no way to make this work, okay?
Yeah,
in
yes,
my
there
head.
is. Get on the scale and lose some fucking weight. That's all they
Exactly.
want is you
That's
to
the
lose
other part.
weight.
So
they
I
want you
know.
to lose
Okay.
weight.
I have to lose weight, sure.
Either you are, everyone has someone in their life that will not do something that will help them.
Right.
And you are now an embodiment of that. So
Yes.
either they'll punish you for not doing it, like they wish they could punish the person in their life, or they'll reward you for doing it.
But either way, I get punished because unless I've lost... The only way to not get punished is for me to lose weight. Right?
Correct.
Okay. So
Which you should want
which
to
I
do.
should want, and I do want to do. Okay.
How much?
A good amount. All right. I'm dealing. Look, I'm not gonna make any excuses. I have fucked up. Okay.
No one says you fucked up.
No, everyone. I know everybody wants me to be way. I should have lost way more weight, and I should.
Why
be
do you
way,
think they want that though?
Because they want me. They like me. I get it.
Okay.
They enjoy the show. They enjoy the comedy. They don't want me to be a big fat sack of shit. I get it. They're rooting. It's like
They don't want you dating GameStop.
it's like
girls,
watching
you know?
Artie Lang die of heroin. And you're like, oh, Artie, stop doing all that heroin. Like, I get it. It's a radio thing. You don't want the big fat fun guy on the radio to die of heroin or overeating. Mm-hmm. Okay? I get it.
But
I have been, I'm a fuck up. Okay? That's it. All right?
it sounds
I'm
like
a
Artie.
fuck up, loser, piece of shit, fat moron. And it's not going to stop.
$200.
That's not changing anything. What does that change? It doesn't change
All
anything.
you have to do is walk over there.
That doesn't change the actual problem. The problem is not that I'm not getting on the scale. The problem is that
I
I'm
can
not
carry you
losing
over
the
there.
weight. Okay? You cannot carry me over there. I dare you to try and carry me over there.
I think I could.
Maybe.
If I could carry you over there, will you get on?
No, we're not doing that bit
Oh
either.
my God! What? I literally
don't
can't
wanna be
fucking
carried.
pick you up.
I don't want to be carried. Look.
Everybody wants to be carried.
The core of the problem is not that I won't weigh myself. The core of the problem is that I won't stop eating like a fucking garbage dump lives inside my tummy. That's the problem. Okay? It's got nothing to do with the scale or the fans or the show. It's me being a fuck up, and I'm trying to address it.
What do you
Okay?
mean? How are you trying to address it?
I was working out this week. I cleaned up the area, so I have a workout area. Okay.
Like, you cleaned up the whole town?
No, I cleaned up like my area.
Josie Wales?
Yeah, I cleaned up the town. Okay. I am. Look, I'm a hair. Let's pretend I'm Artie Lang. Okay. I'm trying to get off the stuff.
Artie, do some heroin.
I'm trying to get off the junk. You don't need to measure how much heroin is in my bag. You don't
You
need to
literally
look through
do.
my bag.
Yes,
No,
you
don't.
do.
Leave
Yes, you absolutely do.
I will manage my own heroin, and that's the bottom line. And if somebody sends another,
Artie doing?
And if someone sends another $200, I will get on the scale. LJ Clauberino for 5. If you guys starred in your own Black Mirror episode, what would it be about and how would it end? Stupid question. Riley Edwards for 2. Scale. Rydog for 5. Not everybody knows how to do everything. Driving isn't the only thing. That's a good quote.
Good one.
Butts Grenoir for 5. Please use this money to get a circus weight guesser on payroll. Maybe also a writer for
I think
Vito's
you're 308.
problems. I'm not 308. Maxwell 21 for $17. Vito, it's your boy Prime. I've heard theater kids say make my D wet because it's wacky/wrong. I'm not defending Maddox because he manages to be even less funny than they are.
Yeah, he might have heard that and then thought that they were being like real.
Wait,
Because he's not doing it to
Did
be
somebody
funny.
say make my? I don't even.
Maddox said that money doesn't make my dick wet.
Okay.
In his live Q&A.
I remember
Because
that.
the last thing I said to Dick was,
Money doesn't make my
dick wet.
Yeah, I remember that quote. So he's saying that he got that from the theater kids?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he heard them doing it like to be funny.
There you go. Dean Shock for 5. Please, Dick. Vito has 0 format instincts. No, what are you talking about? Voted Up is a very popular segment.
Yeah,
and
Voted
I
Up's
have.
great. Voted Up's
Come
great.
on.
What are you
Voted
talking
Up is
about?
great.
Yeah,
Thank
Voted
you.
Up's great.
He is always terrible in that regard. Always. 100% right to wait until after
Oh,
EVS.
yeah, that.
I didn't even argue that point. I said we could do that, and you said, no, we're already...
No, I didn't. I said on the phone, EVS, and you go, yeah, well, you know. Let's check the text. Check the text.
Man,
I said 6 because I said 7 because EVS has a thing. And I said, oh, you already set it to 6.
Okay, you said 7 o'clock again? EVS is going to be streaming until then. Never mind. I see you already made the stream. 6 o'clock it is. That's what you said.
Yeah.
I said, I put out a poll. Most people want these 6 p.m. streams. We will see how much of a bump there is between us and Ethan.
All right.
You could have made the argument. Well, I really would.
I'm not arguing.
Okay,
shit.
then don't do it here then.
What do you mean don't do it here?
Oh, I'm not going to argue with you.
That's what the point of the show is.
I know it is, but you go, oh, I'm not going to argue with you. Oh,
if I'm saying I'm not going to argue with you, I'm 100% arguing on the show.
Fair enough. You are being very fair with no number attached to it. Oh, my God. Let's see. Here we are. Euthanasia enthusiast for 7. Great show. Thank you. Kate of the Swiss for 5. There's my giant Giswaldi. David Hodes for 2. Yes,
Hodes.
I got you to pronounce it right. Hodis.
No, he said like
you got to hold this.
Oh, you got to Hodis?
Hold this. How
Hodis.
Eric July would say hold this.
Hodis.
Hodis full name. Right. Rex Sexton for 2. I'll write something with you, Vito. I know you're on my short list. Black Angus reviews for 2. Back Godfo Universe on Indiegogo, 175-page manga. Wow.
Rex, can you write a Super Killer issue?
Yeah, write a Super Killer issue.
Just like a generic one-off of Super Killer.
Pick a universe and see how it goes.
Yeah, and let's compare them.
Shut up. Utah-based Armenian for 2. My script is good.
I didn't say it wasn't good.
I hope you better not say it.
I'm saying it to prove that he doesn't deserve to be your writing partner.
Are you ready to read version 3 of the script? You're not going to read it again.
I'll read it one more time.
Really? Because I got some good changes in there. Utah-based Armenian for 2. Vito's mystery box just contains head cheese.
Oh, God, I remember that.
My head scraper got lost in the mail, so now I can't even scrape it. Maybe I'll buy another one. Aklavich for 5. The reason nerds are mad about Pal World is because the monsters, and to a lesser extent the humans, don't make them horny enough like Gardevoir.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I have not researched the horniness of the Pal World monsters, so I do not know.
Those didn't look very attractive.
Yeah.
They weren't sexualized, you know. The ones that you showed.
Right. You need the one that has the tits like Gardevoir.
Well, just got to have certain suggestions, you know?
Yeah.
Can't be furry with like Peter Pan shit coming off at the knees.
Right.
Like a little jockey. Makes me think of a midget or like a, you know,
I'm trying to think
Mary Lou Retton.
What Pokemon is... Oh, no, everyone's obsessed with that Renamon from Digimon. That's the one everybody wants to fuck. I think she does have tits.
What?
I think it legitimately... At least her body is shaped like a lady. They give her tits in the furry art. Cool for 5 says, Vito, you don't need to use your resume to justify buying figures. I buy figures because they're cool and I like them. Yeah, but that's gay. I buy them for work, which is not gay. Aklavich for 2. Vito, as a woman, you're probably a contralto. Jose M for 2. Vito, the hats took over a month, you hard artar. I didn't know why the hats weren't getting updated. I had to reload it into the store. It was a whole thing.
What's the store you're on?
I had to refresh the whatever.
Just go to Printify. It's way better.
This is good.
Shit like that.
Shut up. The thing we're using is great. Pig Feeler for 5. Guys, you can get shirts at killdozer.industries.
Yeah.
Trucks Me shirt available now. Pig Feeler for 5. Wife just interrupted the show to meekly say, you have dishes to do. How do I handle her?
See, I'll do them tomorrow.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
been saying that every day for 8 years.
Tell her you're going to hire a maid.
But you have to do it exactly 30% of the time or they won't believe you.
Yeah. So just put it. She'll just do it if you keep stacking them up. Jay Thompson for 2. Every question, Eric, should be about warehouses at the Comic-Con. Hi, yeah, I just started leasing a 600 square foot industrial business park warehouse. I'm wondering, do you have any forklift recommendations to reach
Where do you hang your OSHA poster? I have to put it up. I was thinking bathroom, but some people have it in the lunchroom. I just want to know what your warehouse
Get some really like technical terms of like different shelving units.
Yeah.
Like I just bought a Marshall 310-SU industrial shelving unit. I've noticed that the brackets around the leg area don't allow me to expand that. Can you recommend a different vendor, perhaps, too?
How long should I'm doing a drone shot of my warehouse for prospective investors? How long should the drone shot be?
I
8
can't
minutes?
believe
40 minutes?
I can't believe
45 minutes.
there's a drone video of his fucking you forget about stuff that has happened. And you go, instead of like figuring out how to make a decent comic and make sure the comic had good art, he said, we got to get a drone to fly around our empty warehouse.
It'll look amazing.
It'll look amazing. It'll get everyone excited.
And no one was making fun of it.
Yeah.
Because they're all friends. Can't make fun of that guy.
I think it's cool that he flew a drone around his warehouse.
He's friends with him. He's friends with him.
Let's put it this way. He has a million fucking videos of his warehouse. Why is there no interview with the artist of ISOM? Not a single one of like, this is Cliff Richards. He made ISOM. Here's his process.
Or shot of the Saska sisters chopping off a kid's dick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like they support.
At one of their drag queen story hour rallies, perhaps.
Yeah. Or Me Tooing somebody.
Should have had that. Joe Cole for 2. $100 a hand, banker or player, gambler, Vito. Cool for 2. Thank you for shaving indie comics. Thank you for not killing
You're
yourself.
welcome.
Jacob for 5. Vito, do you think you can get a stereos on the show like you got Boogie on Maddox's? Also, Dick, you're too nice to Vito. We'll see what we can do. Spider Eternal for 2. I can super chat 5 times in a row, not 6. Ha ha. Beyond Wednesdays for 5. ISOM number 1 is the That Blows book of the week on tonight's House of Stein Top 10 Comics of the Week show. Comic drama alert.
Wait, is that true?
No,
it's
I think this is
true.
his show, not House of Stein.
Oh, that's his?
Yeah,
that's
I think
his
Beyond
show.
Wednesday is his
not
show,
Alex
not
Stein.
Alex Stein.
I can't believe he did Alex Stein so dirty like that. Alex Stein, who's a great creator.
Alex Stein looked genuinely shook on his show where he's like, you got me in a lot of trouble. I could have got kicked out of the place.
He did a funny thing to get out of it, but I really hate that.
I could tell that it was a severe cope. Like, oh, well, we're just going to smash a thing. And I'm like,
I don't like that you're doing that voice because it demeans Alex Stein. I don't like that that's happening. I just have to say because I have to say, that
me and Alex Stein's friendship
dirty.
is older than the mountains. Okay,
I still would like respect.
Although I think I've created troubles for him because now he's like, oh, I don't understand. Eric July is the Blaze's black guy. He's like their only one. Yeah, I know. So it's like he's got special status.
Alex Stein.
They got a lot of white guys that can get rid of it. Anytime, like if one of the white guys goes off the wagon, like the producer or whatever, they can get rid of him.
Yeah,
you can't get rid of your one black guy. You know how hard it is to find an Eric July.
What a fucking crybaby.
That's why they settled for him, even though he's a fucking dummy. They're like, well, you gotta have a black guy. Can't just be white guys. And
we've trained him his whole life to be this, to be this conservative token. Come on, you got that track scholarship. Fuck.
They all want one,
Boosters.
and they got one. Now Alex Stein almost scared him off.
Listening to his goddamn music.
They went to Alex
Backwards or whatever the fuck that was.
They're like, Alex, if Eric July sees his shadow, he's going to disappear for another 3 years.
6 more weeks of respect that you have to give him.
Exactly. Can't scare him off. Jarby Jimson for 10. Vito, I think it's neat that you're doing some of the panel layouts for Superkiller. Do you have any tips or book recommendations for teaching yourself comic page layouts? Yeah, other comics. That's it. I pull comics I like off the shelf and I look at them intensely. And then sometimes I go, oh, man, you can do that?
And you rip it off.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Like I have this comic series I really like called Planetary. And most comic pages, if you look at them, normally the max number of horizontal panels will be like rows of 3. So it'll be like two boxes, 3 boxes, 2 boxes. Always stacked in like 3s.
Like a warehouse?
Yeah, like a warehouse.
Okay.
Like boxes stacked on top of each other.
All right.
Planetary, I've noticed as I'm going through it, a lot of 4s. And I'm like these thin strips, and I'm like, oh, fuck, you can do that? Oh, man. So that's been my life. I was looking at Death Note where Japan, they're just like, you can put as many fucking boxes on a page as you want. I'm like, you can't put that many boxes in Japan. You're crazy. You're crazy.
What's the max boxes that you could put on a page?
Dude, I've seen Death Note. Well, I think the max...
5?
No, you can, if you want, you can do, because you could do a grid, you could do 9, 3, 3, 3. That's like the max you should do, though.
3, 3, and 3.
Yeah, Watchmen does that a couple times.
Oh.
But that you're really getting into.
What if you had a big page like this?
Well, then Okay. Well, yeah, you could do
24
that.
by 36. How
Some
many could you
comics
fit
do
there?
have interesting page dimensions, and they don't fit on your shelf right, and you're mad that you own them. I have a couple like that. Mike,
Throw 'em away.
Mike Allred decided to be cute. And he's like, it's the same size as a 7-inch record because it's about a superhero who's
awesome, man.
like record
Thanks.
related. I'm like, this
all
looks
my shit is made for 7-inch records.
Exactly. I'm like, well, it's kind of cool, but it's a dumb gimmick. So yeah, just read a lot of comics. There's really, and also I told you I have an editor. I have a guy. He's worked for DC Comics and shit. So I send him my panel layouts and I go, tell me what's wrong. And he goes, you have too many panels up here. Move this here. Move that to the next page. And I go, got it. And then I fix it.
Jesus.
Get a guy who knows what he's doing. Pig Filler for 5. Speaking of Mint, she's precious, but the beginning of her appearance on PKA was a little painful. She pulled it up in the end. People said that. They said,
Hey,
I don't wanna
what is this
neg
like?
Mint.
I'm just gonna criticize Mint time? What the fuck kind of comment is that to
well, I
be
was
making?
going to say that everybody said,
That's a huge
it was
show.
a great
She's
episode.
probably nervous.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But
Jesus.
well, I want to say, every comment I said, I think when you go on a show for the first time, yeah, you're a little nervous. You got nerves.
Yeah.
But then apparently she settled right in and had a great time. So I think everybody should watch Mint Salad on PKA.
If you want to gone out and just N-word.
And if you want
PKA, 100,000, whatever.
That's why you come in hot. When I go on these shows, when I go on Kick or Keep, I'm like, just go in hot.
You said the N-word.
I said the N-word, Dick. There's nothing hotter than that. Might have went a little too. Randy called me up to yell at me about that.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, you can't.
Oh, man.
I told him they ADR'd it in later to me. That I used the normal version, and then they made it worse. That was a clip that somebody else put together. Let's see. High Speed Life for 10. Mint Salad needs more support. Let's go, Vito Files. We love Mint Salad. Let's run with your idea for 5. Eric July, more like Eric Jill shit for brains. That's a good one. Jacob for 2. Dick, can I have your blessing to make a biggest problem be comic? No.
What
absolutely
are you talking
not.
about? Blessing. What are you?
You can send us fan art if you want. We'll look at it.
Do whatever you want.
Verse for 10. If you won't get on the scale, we'll use that 200 you didn't earn to pay for some super killer shipping for the fans. You guys, shut the fuck up with this shipping shit. Okay? As I've explained it, do you want Indiegogo to take 8% of the shipping money? No?
Okay.
Then shut the fuck up, okay? Why give 8% away when I can just charge it for you later? It was on the page. And if anyone really has a problem with it, send me a message. I'll refund your money or whatever.
Oh, it's a tantrum move that you're doing.
It's not a tantrum move.
Yeah, it is, because you're not like sorry. You're like, oh, well, I guess if you don't like it, then I'll just blow everything up. How about that?
I'll make the whole comic out of 3D assets.
Yeah,
huh?
that's
what you're
basically
gonna
what
get.
it
Now you're
is.
gonna get that. The shipping in total is gonna be like 10 grand. That's like $800 I would have had to give them. It's a lot of money.
You blew all that on lunchboxes.
I blew all that on. You're right. I did blow all that on lunchboxes. I hate you people. I hate all you fucking people. DJ for 10. Everyone should refund Super Killer until Vito gets on the scale. # refund Super Killer. Fine. I don't care.
I think you would pick not getting on the scale over your comic book.
That's not. They're not
I've watched
connected.
a lot of Intervention. I know
They're
how
not
it works. I know
connected.
how it plays out.
This is not an intervention scenario.
Yes,
okay?
it is.
Me stepping on the scale for at no point in intervention did I go, oh, also we need you to publicly humiliate yourself in front of an audience of 1,000 people.
That's the
That's the
entire
whole
show.
Fuck.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
well, that's the thing.
Their addictions are so bad that their families are addicted to enabling them. That's the whole point of the fucking show.
I know. Okay, look, I get that, but within the immediate. All right, I've defeated my own point. Let's see. A euthanasia enthusiast for 7. Vito, a.k.a. Slim Boogie. I'll accept that. Dick Wood for 1 puts a smiling poop emoji.
Yeah, cool.
Psycho Crusher for 20. Hey, Vito, that XXX a large shirt is perfect for you, who way more than Lizzo.
Ever did.
You can't
Way more than
escape
Lizzo
from the
ever
scale
did.
forever. Thank you. Jacob for 2. Dick, I'm 5'3", 190. How much to gain until I look cool?
Oh, you got to get over 200, buddy. I would say over 210 at least if you're
Really?
6'3". Yeah.
Beyond Wednesdays for 5. I'm a fat former heroin addict. I feel your pain, Vito. Scale.
Well, you didn't get the $200 like you threatened.
If I get the extra 200, I'll go buy some heroin. And then hopefully I'll be one of the heroin guys for. Shut up.
I saw it.
All right, whatever. Who are you texting? Who are you texting?
I'm not texting anybody. Oh. Are you going to read it? You got to read your way up there.
Verse for 200. It says stand up. So do I get all that money, or is that all good?
No, you don't get all that money. Fuck you.
What's the point then?
What do you mean, what's the point?
This is the only reason you're cheering this on is just you get money out of it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta load it. I gotta get my app. I gotta find my app. Okay. Wait. I'm loading my app. I deleted it. I never thought I would use it again.
This is so stupid.
Okay, go ahead. Hop on. Make sure you position it correctly so you don't, complain about the results. I can't fucking believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Fuck.
What?
Yeah. What do you think it was?
It was $293 the other fucking day.
Yeah. Man, you had an easy win with that one.
Well, what was
299.2?
Okay.
Under 300.
Well, is that good or bad?
Under 300 is very good.
It's not very good. It's still bad.
In
the morning.
You gotta be a little bit positive about it.
No, it's bad.
Why? It could be worse.
In the mornings, it's like $293. Okay.
Vito, this is a big win.
How is this a big win?
Because you overcame your control over the narrative around your weight, and you're under 300. That's less
Being
than
under 300 is not. I should be at like 280 at most.
Well, you should be at
210 most.
I
said. All right.
This is a big win for you.
This is not a big win. This is a loss. This is an L.
It's still less than you started on the show.
It is less than. That's an easy bar to hit.
Not necessarily. Boogie is still
Dude, $299 is not a W. I have no idea where you're considering.
I think this is a W. You have managed to keep off 10 pounds.
I've kept. Well, there's more because again, it's at the end of the day. It's literally what 8:30.
Is this how you talk to yourself?
Shut up! I drank a Diet Pepsi. I drank a fucking
that's
Dr. Pepper, whatever. DP. I drank. You have them in the fridge.
This is a mixer, dude. First of all, it's for women. That's why it's so tiny.
Okay, it's good that I drank a tiny one. It's good that it's not a full one.
Drink coffee or water.
Well, coffee's not that much better, but I drank a big coffee.
Wait, coffee is
a diuretic.
Coffee has no calories. You can drink coffee all day.
I put cream in it. I put the sugar in it.
Okay. So you don't drink Diet Dr. Pepper. It's just Dr. Pepper.
If you had Diet Dr. Pepper, I would drink Diet Dr. Pepper.
I will get a pallet of Diet Dr. Pepper if that's what you drink.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Okay, what do you like?
Give me that Prime stuff.
I'll lock the fucking... I'm not buying Logan Paul's fucking Prime.
What the fuck? It's my drink. I do the show. Shouldn't I have the drink I like?
Okay, get a pallet of Prime.
Thank you. And you'll store it here for me?
You can't talk to yourself like that. Like, this is not a win.
Okay, it feels like an L.
That's because you did the scale.
Thing, you don't understand. The audience is going to treat that as an L.
Just because you're beating yourself up.
Okay.
You did. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. You kept weight off. Did you or did you not keep weight off?
I kept some weight off, yeah.
People don't do that. People always get way down and then they go right back up. You went down and went up, but not all the way up. It's pretty good. You could ride that.
I'm going to say that I've lost
ride that to the grave.
15 pounds total, and I need to get back on the wagon, okay?
Okay, well.
I think I'm down 15, which is better than nothing.
Yeah. I think it's good.
See, this is why this bit sucks. David Hodes for 2. Nice T-shirt, Masterson. I did mention your T-shirt is good. Nice tapestry, Vito. Oh, my shirt's a tapestry. I get it. Michael Winning for 2. Took you a second to get that one. Didn't it? Cocksucker. Michael Winning for 2. I'll send Vito a scalp scraper. You might as well.
Please don't.
Rex Sexton for 2. Super Killer Competition. Rex Sexton, Man of Substance.
Yes,
Did
right.
anybody send us something for the show? Somebody said they were sending something in. You got to go to your P.O. box if you didn't get it yet.
Yeah, I do have a present, but it's too late. I got to break it out earlier.
Okay. Let's see. Aklovich for 2. How much to see Vito do squat lifts on the show? Oh, we're not adding to the bit. Stop.
Nah.
Riley Edwards for 2. Congratulations, Vito. 0.8 under 300.
That's good.
Koo for 2. Thanks for getting on the scale.
You didn't weigh yourself again, so I know that you know that it was good. Because every other time you've complained about the scale being crooked, and you weighed it again, but this time you just accepted it right away. So I know that you know it's good.
I hate all you people. Chad Dragon for 10. Vito, 3 lifts. No. Okay. No. This is not the time to give me a deadlift fucking routine. Just stop.
No, don't do that.
Riley Edwards for 2. We love you, Vito. Thank you. Any progress is good progress, too. Why don't you be fair to yourself, Leafy? I know what you're doing. I get it.
Wait, didn't you just say it?
No, I said, why don't you be fair?
Oh, okay.
I did not include the 2. I skipped it around.
You got it. You're
I think
right.
you should punish yourself for thinking otherwise. Guys, what a great show. I want to thank all our supporters on Patreon. I want to remind everybody, we have a new bonus episode, The Biggest Problem in 2023, and we'll have another new bonus episode coming very soon.
Yeah, we talked about the Jewish tunnels in that.
We talked about the Jewish tunnels. We talked about Eric July a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Get all the drama over on Patreon. Get all the fun.
Yeah.
And we got to come up with a we got to come up with a theme for February. If anyone has any good February themes. If a movie is coming out, a big franchise film. We've done Star Wars before. We never did Harry Potter. Is any Harry Potter shit coming out?
Oh man, we gotta change the way we do. I don't know, something about the bonus episodes. Like, it's so long on Harry Potter, it's too much. Like, Harry Potter's a good idea, but we gotta have like 2 then, because a whole hour on Harry Potter.
I think that.
Do you know what I'm saying though? It feels like it's too long. Like, if it was Harry Potter and, like, I don't know, fucking He-Man. Like, what was the worst of those 2? But I don't think that's a good idea.
I think if we can't handle one topic for a full show, we've failed. I think that, like, we should just step up to the plate and, like, it's Black History Month. That's fun. There's a lot of black problems.
But that's not how shows work. They have an A plot and a B plot. So it would make sense to have, like, a Harry Potter and something else also. 40-minute shows always have.
The biggest problem in Harry Potter and fast food franchises.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Something.
how about this?
I'm not saying I know.
Okay, we could call it biggest problem in Harry Potter. We each do one Harry Potter problem, and then we can come up with something else to be the B part of the show. And then we only need one problem each.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but we would still call it biggest problem in Harry Potter. That would be the
yeah.
focal point.
Yeah.
And then we can have a second bit.
Yeah, the second thing's about, like, nothing.
Sure.
Only obliquely related to Harry Potter.
Or not at all. It could be something else entirely.
All right. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Why don't we just do another movie review?
What movie you want to see?
I got advance tickets to see the Snoop. Wait. Snoop Dogg's in a movie where he's got to, like, coach kids basketball or something. It looks terrible.
Basketball?
No, I don't
Wow, not swimming or water polo or something?
I think it's actually football, so that's... Black people play football as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White people do that too, though.
It's all the way on the other side of town, though, so I don't want to go. I think we should review Rebel Moon, the R-rated cut, when it comes out.
Oh, no, they're making more of that shit?
Yeah, dude, they're taking the movie you saw, but they're, how that was PG-13. They're making a version with, like, all the blood and, like, the shit they cut out of it.
Dude, I can't watch it knowing that it's not Star Wars. Now it's like total dog shit.
Yeah, it
like,
sucks.
what is this?
It sucks, but fun sucks. It's great.
No.
All right, well, you don't have to review it with me. I just thought it would be fun.
Another movie.
If somebody has a great idea for a great bonus episode, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We will be back soon. All
right.
Goodbye, and thank you, Vito.
Vito won. They're saying, see, Vito is .97 Lizzos.
Oh, my God.